I need something not and cry. Jack. Okay. Every time I get back, it's one, two, three steps you're out at the end. That's how I'm hearing myself end this song. I hope they will not give me copyright. I hope they will give me copyright. Okay, ready? Let's go. People. Where is Madame Faye? Faye, that's of the Most High. Where is Faye of the Most High God? Okay, okay. What am I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Whew. Welcome, host. Welcome, co-host.
Really?
Ah,
Hi.
Faye, Faye. You didn't give me an inspo of what you were going to wear. Left your boyfriend and said, "There."
No,
I was
I'm
wearing.
wearing.
I want a shirt like this. I want something like this to church. Oh,
Hey, yeah.
a shirt like this.
I just took a
With,
shower. Just wore something. Sha.
I wish I'm
I
not going to
just
go
wore
and change.
something.
I wish I'm not going to go and change my
Why will you
black shirt.
change? You are looking nice
Even though my
now.
own shirt is no, no, not
You-
not the clothes. I'm talking about even though the shirt is so we did this today. What's it called? This workforce that like telling people about how what's the word now? Encouraging people to join the workforce. So we got the shirt
okay.
talking about
Okay.
how it pays to serve God or something. So that was there. So let people not come and be looking at me like
Oh. Ah,
but
no,
it should
but if
have
you want
just been
that one,
fine.
I'll not be looking like something else because this one is tell your boyfriend. I said thanks. I beg. Don't let me look. If you wear that one,
But to
tell
make
your
our
boss.
video to make this life very colorful.
Oh yeah, go and change. Do you want to change?
Let me go and wear it. Let me wear it
Oh
and show
yeah,
you
go.
then you will tell me if I should change if I just calm down. Where are your people?
Oh yeah, go and change. Oh yeah, go and change. Okay. I get you
Please
now.
tell
But
me you can't hear
we're
my
doing
baby's
it.
cocoa melon.
No,
Why you
no.
why you higher than me? Why you higher than me? Why you higher? Are you taller than me? Eh?
Louisa, free me now. Free me. Have you shared on your community? I just did. That we're live.
I sent a reminder before now, before earlier today.
No, I just did now that we're live. So I shared this live stream. That's what I meant.
Okay,
Yesterday,
Shem,
actually,
how would I have done that without? Okay, are we
I
equal
just
now?
Louisa, are we
But you
are
can't
we
see what's
conversing?
written on my. But you can't see what's written on my.
Ask me.
It's
Wait,
upside
ask
down.
me. Wait, I can see ask me.
That's the last one. Now from up. Now, are you reading from down up?
SERVI what? What's that, Louisa? SERVINA.
No,
Sabina.
it's G.
Okay, serving God pays. Ask me. Okay. I thought I read Sabina. I was wondering. I thought maybe it's a terminology from your church. Serving God pays. Okay.
No,
Tell your boyfriend I said that.
Sevina. Sevina call. Sevina need.
Ah, hello, Kibo. Welcome
Kumo is the
in.
official first person to say hi today.
Hello, Kimo.
Kimo
Wahala,
Mama, beautiful picture.
wahala, wahala,
Thank
wahala.
you, Vani. Vani is here.
Hi,
Vani is
Vani.
here.
Hello, Vani. Beautiful Vani.
Vani, Vani.
Beautiful Vani.
As the
Don't even start,
sumptuous
Vani, I
Vani.
think.
Vani
Um.
start. Say you cannot win Vani. Vani starts, you will not end. You not go
Oh no,
finish.
I've been even. I was on her live stream earlier today, and trust me, Vani is vanning. Vani is vanning. She was just Faye, Odogu, Faye, something.
I
I
don't know
said
why I
Vani, I
don't get.
beg
I
go.
don't know why I don't get Vani's this thing again. No. So I've not gone on YouTube today at all. Like I've not been on YouTube today at all. So
Oh no, I was
uh,
I was I was on Vani's. I think I was on Talata's briefly. JD also. And I watched Uche. Then Uche's videos. I've not watched a couple, so I watched a couple of Uche's videos. Okay, why are you the
Van
first?
is
What's
warning
Vani doing here? Now they fight. What's going on?
Van says, let's fix the topic before we start. She's warning you. Because if she
Okay.
starts, it will not end.
Okay, I'm not trying to be vain, no, but Luisa, the way I packed my hair, is it okay?
Yeah,
Or
nothing.
should I throw it to the back? Or should it come forward?
Uh, uh, because it's dropped, so you as you're moving it to be showing, it's okay. Fine,
Okay.
anyone. You put don't find. No need for clap paparazzi.
I beg you, I beg you.
Even though I
Now don't
like the
start.
packing you did for the wedding, it was like
That packing hurts, so let me tell you, it hurts me after a while.
God.
I'm not doing, you know,
Wow. Wow.
because you have to
Fine.
put a band in place to like hold it so it doesn't fall off. So, yes, you look beautiful, Faye. Let it drop. Okay. Vanny said you should let it drop.
Yeah.
Vanny, make I see. Vanny, everybody on YouTube is fighting with you. I don't know why. What's going on?
Vanny's vibe is just contagious.
Vanny and Dami. Vanny
Contagious.
and Okimo now. Okay,
Yeah.
Louisa.
So
When you're ready.
alright, you welcome everyone. Thank you so much, Okimo. Thank you so much. Vanny, how are you guys doing today? How was your Sunday? How did it go? See two beautiful queens. Mama Eagle is in the building. Drum
Hello, Mama
roll.
Eagle.
Drum
Boom.
roll. How are you
Hello,
doing?
Mama
Welcome.
Eagle.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for coming. So I was trying to use the thumbnail we used for the post for the DP. It didn't work. So we didn't remember that we would use it for our thumbnail today. Say we didn't do it in the format of YouTube's whatever. So if you check, you see
That's
that it's just our
strange.
face.
When I
So
did it with Captain, that was what I used. And I think that's what I saw too when I came to the live stream.
Yes, you saw
I
it, but
think
was it? It was not complete. It was not
yeah,
both our faces.
complete on my phone. It's complete on my phone. Maybe on the laptop it wouldn't be complete, but on the phone it is.
But I'm not using laptop anyway. Okay, I hope it is after all, it's for people to see.
Yeah, it is. It is. Happy Sunday, Mama Ego. Happy Sunday.
Sunday,
Happy Sunday.
Mama.
Happy
Thank
Sunday
you
to
so
you.
much for coming. So we decided to talk about something, and we said mindsets that keep women from love. And I don't know. So we just thought, observe that sometimes we women have some things, or ladies, because we're thinking about people that are not yet married now, because if you are married, though. No, there's little or
I
nothing you
know.
can do.
If you are married, you can
But
come out. So you can come out. So
no, the
hello.
coming out
I
is not
understand.
the final bus stop. It should not be the mindset when you're going in. That's why I
Yeah.
say little or
I've
nothing.
missed you too,
So the
Mama Ego.
little is
Thank you
that
so much.
so the, so the little is that when you now get to the junction where it's not do or die, you cannot stay there again. But as much as it's not yet do or die, madam, enter there because you entered with your full eyes in the first place. Anyway, but what I'm
Yeah.
going is, this topic is basically for single people that are looking forward to going into relationships. And
Mhm.
sometimes because people are in the single world, they
Mhm.
tend to have some kind of mindset, attitudes, looking forward to relationships, but they are not aware that this attitude can hinder what they want unconsciously.
Mhm.
They are not
Mhm.
conscious. They are
Mhm.
doing it because they want to, but they don't know that it's going to give a side effect or deter them for what it
Yeah.
is that they want. Yeah. So that's what I want to discuss today.
Yeah.
And of course, we would like our people to communicate, to react, to comment. Then we will come later. What
Mhm.
do you think? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to read the chat space? So welcome everyone. We'd like to know first if you have, or I think we should first of all list the things that we think that are some mindsets that we think people indulge
Exactly.
in that can
Exactly.
move them far from love or distract love from them or disrupt love. Then we can now start
Yeah.
to discuss them why, then the side effects, just in case somebody here is doing that unknowingly, person can
Mhm.
correct this thing.
Mhm.
So open, the floor is open. Fred, do you want to
So
start?
me,
And
I'll
people in
start.
the chat
I'll
also.
start with one that I hear all the time, and I think subconsciously a lot of ladies do it. It's like we feel like men are mind readers, right? So I've heard sometimes when
Mm.
people say, "You should know what I want or how I feel," without me saying it. Do you get? So you can get into an attitude, and you expect that your man knows why you're getting into that attitude. Exactly.
It should
Yeah,
just
like
be a
he's a mind
magician,
reader.
right?
And it doesn't work that way. For men, because men are very logical thinkers, they don't have that time to be saying, it takes a few men with that intention to start naming, oh, was it when I did this? Or was it when this happened? Or was it when that happened? No. For a lot of men, the way we help them as ladies is by telling them what we want them to do and maybe how we want them to do it, what we want them to say, and maybe how we want them to say it. But men mind reading is a lot of task. Is wahala for me. Is wahala.
But
Like
do you think that I agree with you. Somebody said you should not touch that hair. Leave that hair. Leave it,
I
leave
saw
it,
it and
leave it.
I said, okay, Vanny, I already responded to her.
So I agree with you. I agree with you. A lot of us will say yes. But you know that I think that sometimes we say yes to some things, but if we are not intentional, we'll catch ourselves in those things because I'm trying to think that I'm like, have I not said this thing before that? Shouldn't you know? Shouldn't you know? Shouldn't you just decipher
Subconsciously,
this thing?
see,
Yes.
the thing
So
is
sometimes we know them
sometimes,
head knowledge, but we don't do them.
sometimes, sometimes we can be that dramatic. But I'm saying don't make it a habit
Mm.
because it can be very frustrating for the man. It can be very frustrating. So, guys, if there's any other thing, there's one I want to mention. Louisa knows what I want to mention, but I'm going to keep it till later. I'm going to try and rephrase that one because she knows it.
Can see Oma,
But guys,
I can see Crown Redemption. Hi
hello,
Ma.
my power and
Thank you
redemption. Thank
so
you
much.
guys so much for
Thank you,
joining.
Oma. Thank
Women are
you for
emotional
coming.
beings,
Thank you so
Vanny.
much.
I agree, but also realize that men are logical. They are logical, and for a relationship to work, there has to be compromise. You cannot stand in your emotion. Man stands in his logic, and you expect it to work. You guys need to find a compromise. So women are complicated. Men even know that. In fact, sometimes they will your woman is not dramatic, does she even love you? Does she even love you? Because we come with the territory, we come with that. So if we're not acting like witches, quote and unquote, she doesn't love you. Me, I can say that one with my full chest. You cannot have it smooth like that. We will still find a way to just try and make you talk and make you react somehow. So for me, it's the compromise, and I think God knew what He was doing when He made men logical and women emotional. Because there has to be a balance. We cannot both thrive on logic because some things naturally need emotions, some things naturally need logic. And then Louisa, for women who also give birth, I was listening to Solomon Bucci the other day, and he said, God knows why He told women are the ones who are carrying babies. Men cannot do it. Women have the emotions to nurture a baby, to I think nurture, just the emotions to nurture, the emotion to train the child. A man naturally will not be saying, "Oh, do you want to take breast milk?" A man will wake up in the middle of the night and be feeding his baby. Men don't have that time. Oh. God knows why He gave women that power, that emotion. Like women, it's your power. It's your power and might. It's your power and redemption, for lack of better words. So that's really it for me. That's it for me, Louisa.
Faye, you were saying something and
Yeah.
something came to my mind. Uche is here. Uche is there. Are we the one you are calling witches? Is it women generally? You say witches.
No, but women
So I
generally,
want
we
to ask a
have
question.
that touch of witchery in us. It's very
I want
obvious.
to ask a question, Faye. Where
Okay.
compromise comes in. You mentioned compromise, somebody mentioned balance. Even though I've heard somebody say this balance thing is not a thing. Like there's nothing like balance, even though that's not the topic for today. But
Balance is a thing.
why I'm saying that is because let me ask you a question, you answer once, yeah?
Okay.
What I'm asking is, so God made us emotional, made men logical. So is the compromise that we are to understand each other and meet ourselves in between? Or we are to change ourselves? Because where does the understanding come in? I'm supposed to understand that this man is logical and relate with him without understanding. He should understand that I'm emotional and relate with me without understanding. Meanwhile, that's where consideration now comes in because there's sometimes that each of us might now overdo it.
Yeah.
That's where what they call balance can now come in. But
Yeah.
it's still balance. So yeah, what were you going to say?
I think that there's a thing called balance, but I think that balance is not static. You know how they say that sometimes your partner may bring 90 today and you just have 10 to give. That's what I tell people. Like it won't always be 50-50. Your partner may bring 70 today and all you have to offer is 30. Sometimes you are like in shambles. You really don't have anything to give at all. But at the end of the day, I always say, a lot of times, and when it comes to logic and emotions, I think most importantly that we struggle a lot when conflict happen. And I always say to people, when that conflict happens, it's not I am right and I'm wrong or you're wrong. It is an issue at hand and how the man is seeing it logically and how the woman is seeing it emotionally. So if you claim that you love this person and you want to build life with this person, understand that, for instance, there's a habit that this person has formed over the years that has informed his or her perception about this issue that is at hand. So put yourself in the shoes of that person. This person was not brought up the way I was brought up, oh, so that's why he's saying it this way. This lady was not brought up the way I was brought up, oh, that's why that's why she's saying it this way. So that's where that understanding has to come in. That would now make you compromise. You are probably not happy compromising because hello, why should I do that? Because you want to stand on the right as a human. But at the end, even the Bible says, that's why when he drops the video I watched today, I'm like, the Bible is complete in so many things that even as a human, when you struggle, there is a word for that thing that you're going through that keeps you and your partner in check. Right? So for me, compromise is important. With compromise comes understanding. You need to understand first that this person is not you. This person will probably not see things the way you see them. This is not an issue of I'm right and he's wrong. This is an issue of we want to build life together. And so we need to understand even when it is hard for us to do it. That's it.
Thank you, Faye. Thank you so much. So I want to just
Yeah.
welcome the few people that have come in while you were discussing. Thank you so much, Doctor. I see you. Thank you, CCN TV. Thank you so much. It's good to see you guys. Thank
Hello,
you all so much. So,
everyone. Hello,
Faye
hello.
mentioned something. Faye mentioned, so we are listing the things that the mindset that we think can take a
Women,
lady from
ladies
love
have.
or, yeah, so mindset
Yeah.
that ladies have towards love, right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
so Faye mentioned one that assuming or expecting a guy to see what is in your heart, right? And so that's what we are talking about. So if you have one that you think that it's a mindset that is not healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and if and most times they have this mindset because they feel like these things will aid love, but it mostly doesn't. Mostly doesn't. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should mention one while we're waiting for our
Please, guys, we're
Veda. See
waiting.
Veda.
We're
Veda,
waiting for your Vanny. I actually want to get one from Vanny. I want to get one from Veda too. Even if you're a guy. Veda, what is that thing that maybe you've been in a relationship and you've been so frustrated about it that your lady does? Like, can you just give us one as a guy? Toluisa,
Exactly.
go on, mention
Okay,
your
so
own.
um all men are the same. So Faye, let me just start with all men are the same.
Right. I like that one. I like that one.
I was wondering why you put it on the was
I had
flyer, right?
to. I
I was
had
like,
to.
no, Faye put this in. But ladies, we have a lot of ladies here. Do people still think that in this day and time that
Age.
all men
Yeah.
are the same? Are all men really the same? And in
Hmm.
what context? Because in some context, really, all men are the same. Like we were speaking about being logical.
Yeah.
All men are logical, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
we're saying it in that context, it means all women are also the same, complicated
Exactly.
and emotional. So
Exactly.
when people
Exactly.
say this, it's not in the context of logical or emotional. No, it's in the context of all men cheat, all men are not trustworthy, all men
All
are
men are polygamous.
yeah. So is this a good mindset? Why is it not a good mindset to have,
Mm.
especially if you are looking for love, if you are looking forward to
Mm-hmm.
going into a relationship with somebody? Is
Mm-hmm.
this a good mindset to have, and why is it not?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should try and read comments too, because I don't want us
Yeah.
to um make people feel like we're not seeing what they're saying, because I know that some people be
Yes.
dropping some gems.
So we
So do
want
you
to
want
hear,
to
hi Veda, nice to have you. So guys, do you feel like for the ladies here, are all men the same? Looking at
is Faye still here? I can't hear Faye again. Oh. Is she still here? Okay, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you now.
me too. Can you see me too,
I don't want to.
Louisa?
I can see you. Yes, I can see
Okay.
you.
Yes, I was saying like in that context of don't go and trust Adam more. You they trust Adam. Adam go break your heart. So like I've heard those kind of things before. And I really want to, and I feel like most of the time when people say such things, it comes from a place of when I say heartbreak, you've somebody really messed with that person. When I hear such things from somebody, I tend not to judge because I think it's coming from a place where they have been hurt deeply. But are all men the same? No. You can be born a certain way. There are certain things that helps you develop into what you are right now as an adult. There are several factors, but the beauty about life is that we can be better. The beauty about life is there really is no manual, but I think that the manual itself is the Bible. We can be better. Are men polygamous in nature? I don't even know where that thing came from. I don't know who started it. I don't even want to know. Sometimes we see things that we're attracted to, but I think that's where you're cautious, where discipline comes in. Is everybody disciplined? Perhaps not. But I don't think we should realize it that men are polygamous. My father is the most loyal person on earth. I have to give a shout out to that man. That man know they use I see another woman. Like that's something that I really like. And at his was it 50th or 60th? My mom was like, this man, that was the first thing she mentioned. He's loyal to a fault. So for me to see my father like that, not all men are polygamous. So not all men, not all men are. But
Voila,
honestly,
voila, oh God. So Faye,
yeah.
I want to say when you said something, she says the fact that some women think that all men cheat.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, she said some women will say it rains everywhere, according to some women. That type of mindset will keep you away from love for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then, Oma
Mm-hmm.
said sometimes we make excuse for abuse when we support that it rains everywhere. Relationship
Yeah.
involves striking a balance, compromising and lots more, but at the end, know your worth before entering into it. So
True.
when it says yes, it definitely comes from a place of heartbreak, but you need to go into every relationship with a different mindset. Else, you see everyone as the same and end up missing the good ones. So
Word.
this particular point,
Word.
I have a question.
Okay.
So if somebody is looking forward to finding love now, and is saying that all men are the same, my question is, so are you like Oma is saying now? So it means you are preparing yourself to find somebody like all men that you are saying is the same. So
It's a mindset thing.
so why going with that mindset? It's not better to just if you are saying all men are the same and you don't
Remain
like the
single.
fact that they are the same, unless you are
Remain
saying
single.
Kaya. So you are not saying all men are the same. Meanwhile, you are really looking for love and you're going with that conviction that all men are the same, still looking for love in the
Mm.
same set of men. And
Mm.
that's how some people get married and prepare their mind that he's going to cheat because they have the mindset that
Or
it's
get
not working
married and
that.
prepare their mind that divorce will happen, or divorce is a
Mm.
probability. You know. It's like you need to, for such a person, you need to have a mindset shift. I think that's the word. You need to have a mindset shift. A lot of times, one thing that people people have people have taken as their glory or their god is marriages, celebrity marriages. So you see some people have gotten married and you're like, oh my god, this guy is couple goals on the internet, and then you see that they've broken up and you're saying, with the way divorce is going on right now, I'm not going to get married again. These guys have divorced. These guys were my goals, celebrity goals. And you have your father and your mother in the house that are still thriving 30, 35 years. You're looking at people who got married and they're divorced in less than a year. So I often tend to wonder also the effect social media has also caused with people's mindset. It's like once this person and person, Hollywood, Nollywood, people got married and they've divorced, you just have that mindset that but this wants to divorce, so it means that me too, it may happen to me, oh, I may see a man and divorce, so nobody trust Adam. But there are still marriages that are thriving these days that you can look up to and say, these guys have been going on for 15, 5, 10, 20 years. So it is possible. It is possible.
Wait, I
We
was
have
going to
to.
say something. I was going to say something. What I was going to add something to what you are saying because I wanted to ask you for people that have this mindset, you know that they have a reason why they have this mindset. One of the things we want to do tonight is
Of
to
course.
help them have that mindset shift. So you're going to give them a replacement for why
Mhm.
they shouldn't have this mindset.
Yeah.
Because I remember doing a video once and I was
Mhm.
saying that you will get what you want. Talking
Mhm.
about, wait, can you mute while I'm talking? I'm hearing the background. Is it from my end? I hope it's not from my end. I'm hearing the background sound. Anyway, so you get what you want. It's gone now. So when you want to talk, you can now unmute while I mute. Okay. So it's just to say that if you have the mindset of all men cheat, prepare your mind to get a cheating man because you get what you want. So if you have a mindset that there are still good men, you would get and you want the good man, you will get the good man. Because again, oh, I'm seeing Chinyere here, I'm seeing delicious mama. Chini, I'm seeing Sandy. That was my simple. It's not customized. Oh. So I was here with a different shirt and I met Faye. Meanwhile, I wore this to church today. And I came and I saw Faye with black. I'm like, I changed black and white and wore this. No, 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 I'm going to put it on back. So if you go to the beginning of this particular live stream, you will see me on something different. I had to change because again, is it not final like this? Is it not final like this? Welcome, Sandy. Welcome, Mama Ozzy. Welcome, Chinyerema. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, so people should correct their mindsets and know that we should guide our hearts to what it is that we want. It is possible. If somebody, even if one person has a faithful man, it means that it exists. No matter how scanty they are, no matter how few, you can get that one. Because a lot of people who believe that all men are the same, you that you will not believe, you would be more attracted to the one that will not be that person. Because again, a few people would believe that that person exists, and then you find them. So yeah, Guys, so we have seen two mindsets. The first one Faye mentioned was a ladies thinking that their guys should just know, or their husband or their man should just know their mind or be mind readers automatically. No. So tell
Hey,
them what you want,
Didi.
right? Faye, am I correct?
Hi, guys. Yes, you're on point.
Faye, am I correct?
Yes,
Tell them
you
what
are.
you
Can you
want.
hear me?
Don't assume that
Yes.
they should know. They are not mind readers, they're not magicians. Tell them. Then the second one we're talking about is the idea of all men are the same, not necessarily. It's a mindset that can make, in fact, it would do you bad because you'll be seeing every man the same. Even when the genuine one comes, you are seeing him in that same light. So you are acting towards him like a bad person, and a good person and a sensible guy will withdraw because he doesn't want that energy. But you are giving him unknowingly. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's another one. But we'd like to also hear from you guys. We don't want to be talkative tonight. You want us
Yeah,
to
true.
chat. You want us
Hello,
to
MK. Hi, MK. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
wow. How am I not seeing MK?
MK
Why
is
am
right
I not
here.
seeing MK?
She's on green.
Welcome.
She's on green. You shouldn't miss her.
Yeah,
I
welcome
think. I
MK.
think. I think one thing I also want to mention. You know how you have people who say they are private relationships and they are secretive relationships. Those are two different things. But I've also heard people say posting relationship online means that it is real. And if the relationship is not posted online, it means that it is not real. Yeah. So I want to know your thoughts, and I also want to know the thoughts of those in the chat, right?
Are you just talking
Louis-
another as one mindset? Is that another mindset?
Yes, it is. It is.
Wow.
Like this guy doesn't even post me. It means this relationship is not real. It means that he has another girlfriend. It means that he's probably married. It means that. It means that. It means that. Yeah.
I think we should hear from the chat, I beg. Let's hear from the chat. Hey, wait, I didn't see that coming. Wait.
Which comment? Which one?
I didn't see that coming. Your third mindset, the one you're just talking
Oh,
about now.
okay. So I
Yeah,
took it
I
unawares.
didn't see that
All
coming.
right.
Yeah.
Cheer says I'm blind. Cheer, I
The
beg, I
same way
beg, I
I'm
beg, I
taking
beg.
on arrest too.
Danny says
So guys,
that's not
okay.
correct. Post or no post. If it's not meant to be, then it's not. But Vanny, do you believe if you are okay? I know Vanny is married and all. If you were in a relationship before marriage, right? Are you a fan of posting your relationship pictures of you and your partner, or pictures of you and your partner and you're blurring the person's face? Because people do that a lot. They'll post a picture of their man or their girl and they're blurring the face, or they're just showing like a side view. So, do you believe that you should post pictures of you and your partner, or not? Right? Um, Okay. Sandy said, I have missed
And
your
back
MK time.
your belief with explanation. So let's know why you believe so or why you do not believe.
Sandy, what kind of question is that? Did you go and visit your father Tinubu again? Because where have you been? Posting care. Oh, so Oscillations, you don't believe in that? What's the topic self? The topic is mindsets ladies have, or before, to stop them from getting love, or before. To Lisa, could you say that? Could you say the topic again? Louisa?
Mindset that keep women from love. I'm trying to even look for the exact way we wrote it on the blog. But mindset that keep women from love. So they are looking for love. They have this mindset, but indirectly, this mindset will either keep them from love. Wrong mindset that makes them act
Mm,
differently in relationships. Yeah, basically. But
yeah.
let me check.
MK says, I think all men are the same. MK, why do you think all men are the same? Why do you think so? I feel like MK doesn't even trouble with that thing because I feel like you think otherwise, MK. MK, why do you believe all men are the same? Vanny says, I
What is Sandy
post.
saying? If I don't wait, to buy it. What's that?
Sandy
No,
said,
what is
post
Sandy
partner
saying?
care. So Sandy believes that partner should not be posted because that post partner care is like,
So I feel
how?
like
Why?
this is not this particular mindset is not about
Mm-hmm.
the mindset of should I post or not because we are different individuals. The
Mm-hmm.
what we should be addressing here is why. Why are you not posting and why are you posting? Because some people are private, but they don't post on a normal day. So you can't
That's what
now
I'm
make a
saying.
person that
Like
doesn't
there's a
post say
difference.
post.
Okay, Louisa, you know what? Let me
Mhm.
let me let me phrase this for you. What is the difference between a private relationship and a secret relationship?
So that a relationship is private, it means that I hope you can hear me. This muting and unmuting. Let me not get me talking and I'm still muted. When you say a relationship is private, it basically means that we are in a relationship. We are aware important people that knows us or family members or friends and relatives are aware, but we're not bringing this relationship to the open space for everybody's or the world's validation or opinion. That is where we would bring in the maybe celebrities and their marriages now, right? But it's not private because people that are supposed to be aware are aware. It's different from a secret relationship is just two of me and you. Parents are not aware, siblings are not aware, loved ones are not aware, no talk less of the world, right? It means that you are hiding it from even important people. That's what secret means. So it means that it's just both of us. But private means that we know people that are important to us are aware, but we don't want it to be in the world's
Yeah.
eyes because we don't want the world. Because when you make it public, right, you are indirectly saying the public has a say one way or the other. So that's the difference. That's what I mean.
Okay. We also want to hear from the chat on private and public, private and secretive relationships. MK says, Faye, I know MK. MK is just trying to drive home the conversation with, I believe all men are the same. So, hello, Esther Adedeji. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. MK says, Vanish.
Hey, my
Alma says,
Esther.
Alma says, this posting stuff should be discussed in a relationship. The issue is most relationships are putting themselves on unnecessary pressure by trying to meet social media standards. Exactly. Exactly. And I think it also comes to understanding you meet somebody that is private. Don't expect them to be posting you every day. Like, and you are the person who likes to post 24/7 on WhatsApp, and the person probably posts maybe just once in 2 weeks. It doesn't make them love you less. I think that's where understanding comes in. And with understanding, just it makes the whole thing easier, really. It does. Vanny says, I'm posting because I want to post. I don't do secret relationships. Gibb says, hey, my fave, I'm driving, so I will join soon. Frederick says, I love the contrast in your hairstyles. The Wisa is always natural. Faye is always in the movies. Really? Really, Fred? Always in the movies? Okay. Louisa, you're muted. Did you mute?
I know, I'm with you so that I don't disturb your audio now.
No. Louisa, on mute. It's fine. Bossade, hi. Gibbs, hello. Vanny says, hi, Bossy. Hi, Gibbs. Everything goes in and on with the greetings. Oma says, whether private or public, if it goes spoil, it goes spoil. But the most important thing is the caution we exercise in all this and our intent. Exactly. I totally agree, Oma. MK says, all men are the same because. Lisa, please, can you read MK's comments? Please read
All men
MK's
are the
comments.
same because I have just tried to get closer to a lot of men. Men are actually my friends. In fact, I see the same personality in them. However, some get to know more. Do you understand it? Okay,
I don't
yes, you said
understand.
something like at the beginning that really all men are the same, and all women are the same, depending on the context. So all men are
Exactly.
logical, they are all the same. All women are
All women are
emotional,
emotional.
but when people say all men are the same, they're not coming from the natural how they are made. Is they cheat, right?
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
where people are coming from when they say that. So okay, I agree with you on that.
Yes, I can keep
But I
reading.
have a question for you. Okay, let me finish reading. Frederick, your comment made me laugh. I'm serious.
Tell me, it's natural. Say in the movie.
MK, men are not your friends. So. Ah, Vanny, men are not your friends. This is another one. Faith. Education, the person to get married to, in the sense of changing them to what they want. I don't get that. This is a continuation of a last chat. Get to know more through education. The person to get married to, in the sense of changing them to
Part of
what they
training
want.
them to what they want.
You get that, Faith? You get
I
that
don't
anyway.
actually.
But
Could you
I
lay
love
more
their
emphasis?
balls. I mean volleyball. Ah, MK today. MK, what's that? You love their balls.
Wow,
There.
wow,
There.
wow,
There.
wow,
Not one person.
wow.
Ah, MK is a
MK.
special.
Wow, wow, wow,
Now I
wow,
agree with Faith.
wow.
I agree with Vanny that men are not your friends. Louis already defined it nicely. Secret relationship is when nobody knows, and private relationship is keeping it away from the media
From the
space.
media space, absolutely.
But I have a question though. When relationships that are made public fail, is it because they're made public that they fail? That's a question. Because people make you feel like it's because they made it public that they failed. Meanwhile, we have a lot of secret relationships that also fail, but because they are secret or private, we don't know because we didn't know them in the first place. So is it because they will say take a relationship out of social media? Is it social media that makes it fail? I don't think so.
I don't think so, right? But I also think that not everything needs to be posted on social media. I think there's boundaries to be created on what you post. Because when all fails, so to say, people can pull some some things you posted and say, remember that time she posted? Remember this time he posted? Maybe this is what you know how you say you just how do I put this? You let out your secrets in the open.
Oh my god.
And not just make public unnecessarily due to pressure. You don't need that.
I'm laughing at Sandy's comment.
No secrecy, but we should be private to the core. Imagine waking up one day and someone used my husband's pic as a thumbnail. Come on, I'm a content creator. I don't want drama. But is that not you knowing what he has kept secret from you? What if you got to find out after you guys might have gotten married? God forbid that he had somebody else somewhere. At least somebody posted it. At least somebody posted. I said, I don't know if you're understanding me, Louisa. You're in a relationship with somebody and then you find somebody posting that person on his or her status saying, "Thank you for always my love." Is it not better you knew like I mean you know like that? I'm just saying, no,
That's
is it
not what
not
Sandy
better?
is talking about, though.
I'm
That's
taking
not
I'm
what Sandy
taking
is talking about.
I'm taking no, I'm taking a context from this,
I was
right?
going to say something now, but I say no, I will not say it. I will not say it. Before I will be dragged again. I can't be dragged anymore. I was
Who's
going to
dragging you?
say that if I say this, I want to say that controversy, Mama. I don't want controversy. Because I understand where Sandy is coming from,
Mm,
right? Imagine at the time that I had this issue with CJ, MK calls her CJOML, yeah. And this person was, even though what she did was worse than what I want to say now, but imagine that she now
yeah.
had a thumbnail, did a thumbnail for that particular life and put my face
Mm-hmm.
there, put my baby girl there, put my husband there. That's what Sandy is saying. To avoid that, that would
Mm-hmm.
just mean that even if you are not going to be private, because private
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that you not post the person at all. It just means
Mm-hmm.
that if you post normally, you can post them occasionally, once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
not every time, not
Mm-hmm.
dramatic things that are supposed to happen in your room, you are posting and all. It
Mm-hmm.
would then mean that whoever wants to do you bad will still have a picture to take because you
Mm-hmm.
might have said that to my husband. So when Sandy's worry, it will just mean that this man is going to be a ghost for us because we will not know him at all,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Choma Chukuka and some people that you don't know their husbands at all. Meanwhile, there are some that you have an idea who their husband is, but
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing to know. You just know their face, you don't know anything about them,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah.
Okay.
Rani, what do you think about their colleague value? MK don't come. MK will change this thing. Sandy, thank you for that input. MK, I like only one volleyball.
Hmm.
I've seen Rani
Wahala.
Shakara. Read MK chat to understand MK is finishing me here.
Shit, I'm
MK,
I'm seriously wowing here with the volleyball. Oh. I'm seriously wowing, like
MK
wow,
got fake.
wow,
Wow.
wow.
I love public relationships, especially Facebook. There is more money there. MK. MK, I'm going to use that as an example now. You are now talking. You are not supposed to be talking in this comment. MK, please. Sandy, all my money is from online relationships. Anyway, still is talking. Exactly, just by what you posted. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do.
But if
It's
you
not
post the
everything
face,
that needs to be out there.
your data is not fine. It's not fine.
What?
It's too far. Because if you
Unnecessary.
post his
And you
face,
know,
you go.
you've seen people who come out to say, "Oh, since I posted a picture of me and my husband, they've been sliding into his DM." The internet is crazy.
They'll
It
be
is
sliding in the DM
crazy.
for what?
Saying all sorts. Oh, when you finally break up with your wife, know that I'm here for you. If you ever come to Abuja, if you ever come to
How
Lagos,
does posting your husband automatically give people his contact? You post his contact after posting. I don't understand.
no, now DM, now Instagram,
They'll go and look for
DM,
him.
DM, Instagram is very easy. The internet
Okay.
is very easy. You don't need the person's
Oh,
number.
so the man is on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different when your partner is not on IG, but when the person is on
Mm.
IG, there are some things that you can't control. You can't, and I think that's where openness comes in, because when you now
I
become
think
secretive
I
about,
think this social media stuff is another topic for another day because it's deep. It's
yeah, it
deep
is,
and vast.
it is, it is.
It's
I was
possible
going
for
to
the person.
I was going to mention
Go
something
on.
else, right? I've also heard people say stuff like, you know how some ladies believe that you cannot be successful and be in a relationship, right? So you either have to pick one. You either have to pick one over the other. Lisa, what's wrong with your eye? Is everything okay?
So we are not successful now.
You know, so
We are far from successful. Allah.
so you so you have to pick one over the other. You cannot be you can't, like, you can't have the two. And I think the term used for that thing is catching flights, not feelings, right? I've heard that a couple of times. Catching flights, not feelings. So what do you guys think about it? Can a woman thrive being successful in her career, successful in her business, as well as in a relationship with a man? Can a woman be submissive to a man? Can a woman, like, you get? Because once a woman has her money, she may think, what do I need a man for? What do I need a companion for? So yeah.
Please get into one of my the mindset I want to mention this but I'm still with you. MK says
So
MK, what are you? Okay, MK says she's beginning to she wants to start work.
okay, MK, that's fine. So Louisa, what do you
I am
think?
just a
Every other
girl.
person on this
Welcome,
app.
welcome, welcome. I see Frederick. I see
You're
I'm
not
just
too
a
beauty,
girl.
they
Thank you so
blind
much.
though.
Ah
Sandy,
wait.
thank you. MK privacy. MK privacy is the deal. So Louisa, what's your thoughts on that? TRM says everyone got a reason or reasons why they choose to do what they do. Social media can make and also break. So just living a low key life on the media is my own. Post the necessary if you must. Exactly. Not everything is meant for social media consumption. It's
Mm.
hell being on that space. It is
Post
hell.
post the necessary if you
If
must.
if if that's it. You're not obligated to. You're not mandated to.
Anyway, thank you so much for that too beautiful splendid. Sandy. I can just imagine you and Faith should do two DDs. Imagine Faith and then Sandy on the screen. It's gonna be bad. But you guys should plan one. Two DDs. People have a lot in common. A lot in common.
Louisa, just
But let me
just
just
take
leave
your
that one
compliments in peace.
for
Stop
another day.
saying.
For another.
Frederick says, so I'm still waiting for your comments on that. Like, catching flights, not feelings.
Catching
What's your
flight.
opinion
What's
on
catching?
that?
I don't know what catching flight is. Don't be
Catching
catching
flights is
flight.
like, business. Your a class or your own. You're making things
Soaring,
happen as a
soaring in your
woman.
career.
Yeah, and you have no time for anything romantic, anything companionship. Like,
Okay, so catching flight, not feelings pay. As you said it, all I'm hearing is so people should when people talk, they should say, I just remember one time when I was younger, I don't know what happened. That for a whole day I didn't take my bath. And the next morning I woke up and I wanted to make my look, I was looking for who and I was telling my younger brother, did you bath yesterday? My siblings now told me, talk for yourself, right? Don't try to drag somebody into your own experience. So that was what I was saying. People that said this. So catching flight, not feelings, means that this person is more particular about their career
And
Just
freedom.
pursue your career.
And freedom.
And
Freedom, basically. Yeah.
leave feelings and men alone. Unless you meet a man that also is more serious about it. Unless you meet a man that is more serious about his business also and just wants to play. Don't now have the mindset of I want to catch flies. I'm not catching feelings. Then you are now going to be entangled with a person that is looking forward to a bright future, wanting to marry, wanting to have a family. Then you are only aware of what you are doing. You are not letting him know. So because
Mm-hmm.
again, I was going to say this at the end, but maybe I should say it now. That uh, one of the mindsets I was going to say, okay, let me just say it, is that when you hear ladies say, I don't need a man, you need a man. If you don't need a man, yeah, maybe you are celibate. Maybe you don't have anything to talk about in relationship, but you cannot be dating because you don't want to marry. Now say you don't need a man. And most of the
Yeah.
times, let me just say what I have observed. People that say I don't need a man, I'm with people that have been in relationships that they've been very heartbroken,
Yeah.
and people that are in a place where nobody is coming to them. So lucky you need
Yeah.
a man. You're just saying I don't need a man because you want people to think that you are okay in your skin, but it's a lie.
I honestly
If you
feel
are
like it's
celibate,
just
if you don't
I
want to
honestly
get
feel
married, it's okay.
yeah. Yeah. I
But
honestly
don't
feel
now
like
say
this thing.
because you are in a place where no man is coming to you, or you are not meeting the right man, you are not coming that I don't need a man, then you now push your focus on
Mm-hmm.
your career. It's okay, but don't give people that look forward to having something beautiful in relationship that
Yeah.
mindset that
Don't
you
make them
have
feel
because of
guilty.
your own experience. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when people say such things, it's just like a defense mechanism, sort of a way to just protect your heart. And the bad thing about such is once you have that mindset, even when you try get into a relationship, you will just self-sabotage. It's bound to happen. It's bound, as we said earlier, this live stream is sort of to have a mindset shift, right? You can have fun, you can be in a relationship and still thrive in your business. The thing is, you don't want to be in a relationship where your partner is asking you to shrink. If you're a woman who is a go-getter, you need somebody who will gas you up, who would support you in your dreams and not tell you, no, now that you're in a relationship, you need to shrink. Oh, you can't be too ambitious. You can't be. Mm-mm. Find somebody that understands what your future is, what your present is, what you're aiming for. And if they can be there to support you, let them be there. And if you cannot be there to support the person, let them go. And stop making them feel guilty for whatever it is they want to achieve in life. So yeah, Louisa, you can go on to read the comments.
I want to read first comments, but before I read it, let me just say this thing that
Yeah.
I've forgotten my line of thought, but let me just read it. I have to come back. Fred
Okay.
is saying that a woman's success lies in taking care of the family. What do you have to say about that? Oma says some people just don't know when to draw the line, but at the end
Sorry,
of
before you go on, Frederick, please could you throw more light on this thing you asked? So I understand where your head is at. Louisa, please go on.
some people just don't know when to draw the line, but at the end, if you choose to use your relationship as a litmus paper, be mentally prepared for all that package that will come with it. I'm sure she's talking about the posting thing. Hey, some people don't
Yeah.
understand that they will post pants and boxers for us. Excuse me.
And I begin
I
to
agree with
wonder,
Fred.
like,
However, it
where do
takes
we
two.
draw the line?
What are
Where
you
do we
agreeing
draw the
about? I need
line?
to know. You're agreeing with Fred. Which part are you agreeing with? Let me know. Maybe this table you are shaking. Not Vanny, we need to shake this table because when they say catching flies, not feeling, it's not about flying from Ori to Benue. Vanny.
Olodo. Olodo,
Hey, in fact,
Sandy.
I didn't understand until Faye explained to me that catching flies, not feeling. She a man's success lies in protecting and providing for the family. Old fashioned, but it's God's plan. Okay. So women's only call. I'm waiting for your continuation. Vanny, I'm sorry. Let your light shine brighter, even in marriage or relationship. Exactly.
That's it. A
Exactly.
relationship is not
So,
supposed to
but
sink you.
Fred, Chinyere said she agrees with Fred. However, it takes two to tango. So I think maybe she's saying that she agrees in the space that both partners
Have to bring
agree to
something.
this thing the same. Eh. So it means that
No, I think
the man in
I think
relationship,
I think she may be saying that she that is her a pattern of thinking too. That sums up what she feels also. But if the woman is taking care of the family, then the man also needs to provide. I think that's what she's saying. I may be wrong, but I think that's what
The
she's
woman
saying.
taking care of the family. The man is providing. Whether she's taking
Hmm.
care of the family or not, is the man not providing?
Eh,
Okay. Anyway,
look,
maybe that's not what I thought. I
well,
thought she
the
was
truth
saying
is,
that.
so I need Fred to throw more light on it, and she too, right? Because
Yeah,
it feels
please.
like they both
Fred, please,
understand.
you should, so that we're
They
not
both
misjudging what you are
understand.
saying.
Yeah. So any other ones? Any other ones? I think one thing that I've also heard, you know how they say even when you're in a relationship, you should have relationships outside your romantic relationship. And I've heard some ladies say, "Oh, once I'm in a relationship, I don't need anyone else."
Anyway,
Hmm.
sorry. My
So
area has already spoken about what I think. Okay.
what's that?
What do you think about that? Is that a mindset change or
Yes, it is. It's something that I've heard. Some people believe that once they're in a relationship, like that is all they need to strive. That is the person they need to speak to 24/7. That is their all and sundry. That is their heart, their soul, their body, everything
this thing just
intertwined.
made me remember one
That is the
talk
air
okay,
they
that I heard
breathe.
when I was in school.
Hmm.
I heard one man talking one time and he was talking about how women that choke men with love, you find out that you lose them. So men don't want to be choked. So if you are saying that your husband is the only relationship you want to have in your life, you might find out that you're choking him and he'll be wrong. Oh my run. Not necessarily run from the marriage, but because a man will not say that. A man will never say, my wife is my only relationship. So it means that if you are allowing him to have his own circle and you don't have your circle, it means you always want to be infringing in his own private time with the man. And that'll be an issue because but let's know what the other people think, sha, because again,
There's a
oh
comment
Fred, Fred
from
has second.
Fred. Fred said, honestly, when men truly fall in love, they don't even look at another person. Huh. Louisa, what do you have to say?
Fred, is this the question we asked you? We say you should buttress your earlier point. That point
Do you
we don't
understand?
understand it fully.
He's not buttressing that point.
What?
He's coming in with another comment.
Okay, let me ask you, Fred. Were you saying that a woman's true success is in taking care of the family? So it means that any woman that is doing something else outside catering to her family, like
It's not
domestically, staying at
fulfilled.
home, catering for the home, is not successful. Is that what you were saying? We need to know. We need to know.
Mm, mm.
Honestly, when men truly fall in love, they don't even look at another person. I can't answer. I'm not a man. I'm not a man. Let the men answer for themselves. So are you saying the ones that cheat, they were not in love with who they cheat with?
Exactly. I was about to ask that question. I was about to ask that question. I was about to. So are you saying that the
Oh yeah,
person was in love
yeah.
and then fell out of love? Is that what you're saying? Or the person was never in love in the first place? I think that men generally are even visual beings, right? They are visual. I've heard some men say, "Oh, if I go for an event and I see a lady that is hot, they see a lady that is beautiful, and I'm at that event with my wife, like we literally look at the lady together and make jokes over what it is I'm feeling or what it is I'm saying." I don't know if that is healthy, Louisa, but I'm just saying that to you. Or the woman says, "Oh, like for me right now, I know that if I end up with any, like when I do end up with anybody, the person should know that my crush is Osha Raymond. I've never seen him before, but I will always mention Osha Raymond in the relationship because that guy is hot. Osha Raymond is hot. So you need to crush with Osha Raymond with me. But I'm not talking about real life when a
If
man
I'm
goes
only
out.
my end, you are breaking. I'm not hearing you well though. Can every other person hear you very well?
You can't hear me.
You are breaking, like I'll hear some parts, I'm not hearing some parts.
Need feedback.
Fred, what does successful in the home mean? Fred says the woman feels complete and happy when they are successful in the home. Okay, I think so. I want to
Louisa, I
agree
think
with
I'm
you, but I don't even know what it means to be successful in the home. Guys, can you hear Faye so that I'm sure it's not even my network? Vani has a question.
she can hear me.
She says she can hear you clearly. Okay, maybe it's just me.
Yeah. Van, I
Okay.
have a question. What can these women do to change such mindset in order for them to be loved, loved and loved rightly? Um, Lisa, do you want to go first?
No, no, that's what I said in the beginning. That the idea is when we
Yeah.
leave a mindset, before we leave that mindset, we should give, like, we should give the antidote. So, for instance, the
Mm-hmm.
first one you mentioned about women thinking that men should just know what is going on in their mind. You said that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think so.
You need to
Speak.
communicate.
Let him know.
Yeah.
Yes, communicate what is in your mind. If you think you should know and he's not doing it, let him know. It's when you now tell him the first time and second time and third time again and it's not still sensitive, that's where the problem is. But ensure that you have told him, don't just be blaming him for something that he's not even aware of. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Then the part of all men are the same. Correct
Mm-hmm.
your mindset to know that all men are the same. Logically, all men are the same, that they have the same build up, they have the same natural features, right? But
Yeah.
in in the aspect of attitudes, their actions, their integrity level, their responsibility level, they are different. Every man is not a cheat. Every man is not a liar. Every man is not insensitive. So correct, just change that mindset to this one, and it will help you. It will change
And
your
I think
approach
and
to
I
men and to
And I think
relationships.
to add to that, sometimes affirmations can even come in. You know, when it comes to all men are cheats. I think you can tell yourself like, I attract like just words that make you set boundaries. You can literally say, I attract loyalty because I know my worth.
And you
If
have
you
to
find
believe that they are
yourself,
loyal men now for you to even say
yes,
that
that's
to
what I'm
some
saying.
person.
Like you need to affirm that I attract
Hmm.
loyalty because I know my worth. And if you're saying that, it means that you already know that there are loyal men out there. But I am attracting them, and you saying that to you is obviously also you saying to yourself that because you know that you attract loyalty, because you know your worth, you also know that you need to set boundaries. You need to set boundaries. You're not just okay, there are loyal men out there. Okay, but I'm just going to be here. I'm just going to be sitting down. Because even loyal men say they also have a little bit of score in them. It's not just loyalty we're looking out for. There are also other things that we're looking out for. So even in that, it's like just saying I set boundaries. I have the power to walk away because there's your worth. That worth is something that a lot of us also struggle with. You just accept anything, the barest minimum. You have the worth. You have the power to walk away. You're not ignoring the red flags. But I'm attracting this. I'm attracting it. God doesn't make mistakes. God has said that we will get married and our marriages will last and we'll be happy. Two shall become one. When two become one, God is the is what's that thing I always say? God take over the boat of this marriage. Even if I mention boat once, as body said it's not boat, it's ship. God take over the ship of this marriage. You know. So those things you also need to affirm and then work towards it. So yeah.
So, Vani, did you answer your question? Chinyere says, well, I agree with what he said about women's success lying in the success of her home. As a woman, especially if you are a married woman, your home comes first, in my opinion, aside the fact that, let me check continuation, aside the fact that eh, the Bible emphasizes more on women building their home instead of breaking it apart. Yeah, you feel more satisfied within yourself, and actually, that's you fulfilling purpose. That's you fulfilling purpose in your own path as a woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was what she meant by she agreed.
Um.
So what happens to women that? But you know that women that leave their home and pursue career like more, like the proportion of there's no balance there. Career is more than the home. What do we have to say? Are they wrong?
Um. Honestly, right? It's a very dicey. It's very dicey. But one thing I'll say
You
is
need it, I feel
again.
you.
One thing I'll say is again. I think that that's where understanding also comes in, right? I know that in a certain point in a child's life, especially that nurturing stage, the mother and father, they have a part to play. They have a role to play in the formative years of a child. And I think we need to be intentional in such a way that we are all the time, but you can there's no manual, as I said earlier. Sometimes the manual is you and your husband creating a manual of how your marriage will work, or how your children will or how you train your children. Nobody can tell you this is how it work for me, this is how it also work for you. Sometimes it takes you creating your own manual, and it also comes with an understanding partner too. We're talking the other day when we are talking about house husbands. There are some husbands that do all the chores in their house, that take care of the kids, and the woman goes out to work. That is their manual, and it's working very well for them. Maybe sometime during the weekend they come together, speak together as a family. Or what did you get up to during the week? If you are not present, and ask the questions. Or what did you get up? Are you struggling with anything? Or this is mommy time, or this is daddy time, or this is daddy and mommy's time. So even if you're not present from Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, are you having that time with your children to really discuss and know what's going on in their lives? That is a manual that you have created for your family that would work, but it may not work for another family. So that would be my answer.
Wait, are you done talking? No, it's network that's
Yes,
issue.
I'm done. Hello,
When he
Talata.
says, so are you allowed? So when he says, in response to the way we answered that question, talking about how if you to replace the mindset of the man should know, communicating with him, telling him what you want. So she's saying, so are you allowed to break someone's heart if they are not hearing after talk and talking? Like she means after talking and talking, like communicating what you want, communicating what you want to see, and this person is not hearing what you are saying. Is it allowed to break their heart?
I think that for human beings, for everybody, you have your negotiables and you have your non-negotiables, right? So understand things that you can, in the long haul, that you can submit to a man that does not communicate to you. If you know that you can take that to the long haul, all well and good, be with him. But if you know that communication is big for you, and I think communication is very important, top three in a relationship, then as much as it hurts, you have to walk away. There's no mincing words. I'm very big on communication. A man that lacks communication, that look at you, you saw what I posted earlier now. Somebody said something, and somebody said, we don't need to talk every day if we're in a relationship. And Solomon Bucci goes ahead to say, of course, we can do quarterly check-ins or bi-yearly check-ins.
By the end,
It's crazy. Do you understand? It's crazy that you're in a relationship and you're saying you don't need to talk every day. Then who do you want to speak to? Who do you want to speak to? So for me as a person, if you do not know how to communicate with me, I cannot submit to such a person. I would not be in such a relationship. So know your non-negotiables and don't compromise on them just to make another person happy while you're there just sulking and being sad. Doesn't make any sense.
yeah. Fred says, Faye, I love that speech. God loves a pair. So Chini says it shouldn't be so, Louisa. The woman has to find a balance, and a man cannot take up the role of the woman in the family and still fulfill his just because she's a career woman. However, marriage has no formula. It could work out for some people, but not for everyone. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly.
And again, watching it then is very important because why it's not working, like Faith said, is some people agree that
Mm-hmm.
for now, husband, do
Yeah.
the homework while I work.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has to agree for that. In the case that he
Yeah.
doesn't agree, you can't say
Mm-hmm.
because you are anymore,
Yeah.
you will now impose on him to be no. He has to
Yeah.
agree for it to work. So if both of you are not on the same page, factory
Yeah.
mode. I want factory mode.
Mm-hmm.
Let the husband be the head. Let him lead. I know it can be painful because I've heard scenario where people will say, if I'm the one earning more as a woman and my husband is earning less, and now one person has to maybe we have to move. Should my husband move to me or should I move to him? Should I give away my own work? That's why marry a kind person, marry an understanding person. Because if your husband is
Kindness.
that he's not going to leave that work, he wants because again, don't forget that this is a man. He's the husband. He wants to
Yeah.
feel like the head of the home. So it's not about your
Yeah.
anymore. It's about the fact that he wants
Yeah.
to be the one providing. He doesn't want
Yeah.
to take that place and now start to look at him for men to do. Yeah. So the balance is that
Mm-hmm.
you both agree, like Faye was saying at the beginning, is very, very
Yeah.
important. Kelly
Yeah.
baby heart.
Hi,
Kelly Baby Heart.
Kelly.
Thank you for
Hi,
coming.
Kelly.
Guys, keep liking the live stream. Thank you, Oma. I say
Thank you,
break head,
Oma.
not hand.
We
Oh,
understood,
Vani says,
Vani.
can
We
you break the
understood. We
head?
understood. We understood. Hi,
I
Michael.
didn't understand, but I thought it was hard. I didn't know she was saying
Yeah, it
head.
was
So
hard.
when you are
No, it was
breaking head,
hard.
it means when you are breaking
No,
head,
it's
it means
hard.
you're already married to good person. I say break head, not heart. She says break head, not heart.
Vani, we don't
Do you know why I
do
say heart?
violence here. Vani, we don't do
It depends.
violence
Like
here,
if you are in a
please.
relationship, it depends. Like I said, it depends on the what you are discussing. If it's one of your values, your non-negotiables that you are talking about, you
Yeah,
know this one will work, and that's why
exactly.
relationship is easier. But if you are not married already, that's why you're breaking head because
We don't do
God,
violence here. Oh,
Michael,
Biko. Michael,
Michael is here.
welcome.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
yes,
coming.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
I'm jumping the greetings. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a run for your life. Oh, exactly. Fred says a man should always help in upkeep of the family, etc. But to be a stay-at-home husband is recipe for disaster. A woman will never respect a stay-at-home husband, and the man will not respect.
Freddie is like you're very stern in your ways. I've seen, I have.
I was thinking it was going to end that a woman not respecting him. He says the man will not respect himself. And I don't know what he meant when he said the man will not respect himself. But a scenario just came to my head. There was the time my mom said a woman came to report, because my parents are marriage ministers, family, they're not
Mm-hmm.
pastors, they just have a family, husband and Christian couples ministry. So a woman came
Mm-hmm.
to report to her that no, the husband came to report to her that the
Yeah.
wife was rude to him and gave him was insultive or something. And so she
Mm-hmm.
called the wife and was like, what happened? Your husband said you were rude to him, you spoke on what he didn't like. Why? So she said that this man has not been working for some time. And so
Mm-hmm.
she's the one that works and
Mm-hmm.
provides and
Mm-hmm.
cooks. So that particular day she brought, I can't remember the exact meal now, but let me just say she brought white rice. And the man was like,
Okay.
he doesn't want white rice, he wants another thing. So she was angry that, Oga, you are sitting down at home.
You don't have a choice.
I'm providing, I'm serving you. Oh, she didn't select. So she was angry because in her mind, like, okay, so are you saying that I should have given you food? I'm giving you food, you're still complaining, like you're not even grateful that you are eating. So that's where I'm seeing when he's saying that the man will not
So
respect
honest.
because
So
again,
honestly,
it's a
for me,
it's one thing to be in that position. Are you saying something?
yeah, no, go on, go on. When you're done, I'll say what I want to say.
Okay. It's one thing to be in that position and know that okay, for
Mm-hmm.
now I'm not working. Let
Mm-hmm.
my wife do because we have to survive. It's a place of understanding. Because we have to survive, let me drop my man while I'm still looking for what to do. Let her
Yeah.
be the one sorting the bills now while I help in the home. But also
Mm-hmm.
be considerate to know that when she comes from work late, before she comes, there are some things I would have done because if I was in the shoe going to work
Yeah.
and come back, I expect that before I come, she should have
Empathy.
done some things. It
Empathy.
will not be
Yeah.
wrong to now sit down, do nothing, and say because you are the head of the home, you will still
And
now
be
wait for her to
bloody
go and come back
egoistic
to cook.
about
That's
it.
wickedness.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's not respecting yourself, but that's the bad place to be actually. So I
And I
understand
think
you,
that
Fred. So
sometimes
Faye, let's
when
go on.
the idea about stay-at-home husbands, I'm not talking about, of course, I'm not talking about, because the Bible even says a man that can't provide is worse than an infidel, right? That's even clearly stated there. I'm talking about men whose line of work is flexible. So a man that can work from home, that's what I mean. But if you have a wife that needs to show up at work, yeah, you can be considerate enough to say, okay, babe, I know that you need to go to work. I know that you have the 9 to 5. All right. So since I can work from home, I would work from home, take care of the kids. You go home, as I said. When we come back, we can have a talk with the kids, or the kids already know that during the weekend they're going to have mommy and daddy time. So of course, by reiterating again that there are no manuals. The manual is what you and your spouse create for your family. That's it. That's really it. Lisa, go on.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
When it says that's another topic of Faye. Because tell me why you won't speak to me daily.
Tell me why what? I didn't
Okay.
get that.
Why you won't speak to me daily? She's referring to the person that is saying Why do I
I'm
have
telling
to
you,
speak with you daily? Mhm.
like Solomon Buchi was like, oh yes, we
Chidimma,
can do like quarterly or bi-yearly check-ins. Like crazy.
that was not the relationship again. Hi, Chidimma. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello,
Oh, my
Chidima.
favorite topic. I love giving to my sense as a single lady. Eh? Oh, my
I love giving my
favorite
two
topic. I love
cents
giving my
as
two
a
cents
single guy.
as a
Michael,
single guy. Please give your
Michael
cents,
is just,
Michael. Please do.
he's just being hilarious. Michael, I want to hear from you. Hi, Evelyn. Yeah, men are
Sandy says
naturally
recipe for
providers
disaster.
and protectors. Yes, they are.
Are you reading?
Providers and
Are you reading the
protectors.
chat?
Yeah. From
Has it
Chiram.
jumped?
Chiram says, yeah, men are naturally providers and protectors. Yes, they are. Frederick says, Michael, 2 cents. That's too much. Stop it. Stop it, Frederick. Chidima says, hi, Eunice. Sandy says, recipe for disaster it is, Fred, except it's disabled, Sha. If there is no job, go and farm. You need to bring something to the table. You need to. But of course, times and seasons, right? You can be in a marriage and your husband loses his job. Things happen.
Faith,
Things surely, yeah.
Faith.
Yes.
Are you going to complete the chat? Because this particular stuff Sandy mentioned now is bringing me to one of my mindsets. The man must do all the work. And this all the work we're saying, of course, we already know the work.
Mm,
All the money.
yeah.
It's the one doing everything. That's the mindset. Is it a right mindset or a wrong mindset? But let's answer that after reading the chat. I can see Captain Kirk. I can see Captain.
Okay.
I can see who again? Okay, I think Captain is the freshest and the newest person here. Welcome, Captain. Good evening. So, Faith, I
Welcome, Captain
complete
Kirk.
the
So,
complete the
recipe
chat.
for disaster it is, Fred, except it's disabled, Sha. If there's no job, go and farm. So I was saying earlier that you see things where you're with somebody and maybe your husband loses his job, right? Of course, I know typically the man will have savings and investments in a particular place, and sometimes he's really in a very dark place. And for men, it takes a lot for a man to open up. It takes a lot for a man to break down to say, I don't have this figured. Sometimes it takes a lot for a man to say, my wife, I'm struggling here. And if he doesn't come to you, I think that you should find a way to go to him to break down that wall and see how you can help him break that wall also. Now, you're not saying, well, you need to get a job immediately, but take active steps in either setting up a business, sending in his resume or whatnot. When a man loses his job, one thing that will probably come to his mind is, I have failed. How will this woman respect me? How will I be able to provide for my family? How will I be able to do this and do that? So, as much as it may hurt you as a woman, your emotions, your wisdom, you need to pray for the gift of wisdom to see that your husband becomes the king that God has called him to become. So again, let's understand the fact that there are times and there are seasons, and sometimes those seasons will be very tough. So empathy and kindness always. Captain Kirk, check-in. Thank you so much for joining. Sandy, no mercy. Sandy said, go and farm more. Everybody is saying hi. Chidima says the husband is the head of the family, no matter what. Exactly, no matter what happens, is the head. And there's one thing I've always said: make sure that you end up with a person that you can submit to. God has given you that power of choice, so don't go into the marriage and be saying, "I cannot submit to this man." You have 5 men on the line. You're conversing with different types of men. Louisa, you're confusing with your laughter. You're confusing me right now. You're confusing me. You have men
Sorry,
on
tell
the
the
line.
chat. Sandy and Chidimma, they are making me laugh. Yeah, sorry.
You have that power of choice. You have that power of choice to decide the person that you want to submit to. Some people have said, oh, God has shown me who my wife is, who my husband is. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way for you. That's why you will pray to God and say, God, this is the man who you have seen his values, you have seen his principles, you know his perspective about certain things. You are decided to go into it. Not that thing that you decided to go into is something that you need to submit to. That's really the bitter truth. Chiram says he won't respect himself because he will still want to exercise authority. Wait, no keep. Sandy says, "Hey Michael, dropping my tiny cent as well as a single woman. Because what do I know? Experience. I feel like life itself shapes our perspective." Um, exactly. Very interesting, Michael. Chidima says, "However, there will be problem if it chooses to be." Did you see that comment? Oh my god, sorry guys. However, there will be problem if it chooses to be a priestess, thus breeding a masculine woman. A woman is supposed to be feminine, staying with the feminine touch. I am such an advocate of that. I beg. We don't want princesses as men. We don't. Um, Everybody's laughing. Sandy laughing. Sandy, hey, singles can have some powerful value points too. Exactly, Michael. Sandy says that's how a jobless man, the wife was fending for a jobless man, a man was fending for, impregnated their neighbor's maid. Damn, that's crazy. Um, Only 20 likes. Please hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. Okay, hi. Frederick says, Sandy, then give your money to me. Sandy says, well, I'm not of the opinion of the man handling all the bills. Yeah. Okay, Chiram. Bye. Got to go. Bye, Chiram. Louisa, I think you should read the comments from Oma.
Why am I coming out to go there now?
Everything, the newest comments we have.
Some people go into, is it that one?
Yeah.
Some people go into relationships with a liability mindset. Always pray for
Hmm.
direction because some people are totally damaged. They have no idea
Damaged
about how
word
a marriage works. Their only concern is the wedding.
is
Hmm.
the wedding. Some people's only concern is just receiving. Shani, I must receive. Yes, are
Oh
you
my,
here?
you're right. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Um,
I agree
there's
with the
something that
comment.
happens
And the
after
most
the
good
wedding. The marriage itself is the that is the thing. That's the thing itself. The wedding is simply the celebration, but the marriage itself. Are you ready for the marriage?
So, but I was going to ask Oma something,
Yeah.
but she said she gave a solution. So always pray for direction. I wanted to ask, I was going to query it, but I said, okay, pray for direction. It's true, but apart from that, what else can make you know that this person is really interested in wedding? No, nothing after wedding. The person has no idea. How do you know?
I think that's why you need
Apart
to
from that.
communicate. So I think that's where communication falls. So you need to ask certain questions. You need to. You can. I think there's something I said one thing. Silence does not fetch you answers. It doesn't. You constantly need to ask. In fact, over ask questions. Is when you ask that you know this this thing that this person said concerning this thing. I cannot. Oh, this thing that this person is thinking, I cannot. Randomly, just ask these questions. Ask, communicate, over communicate. That's all I'm gonna say. That's really all I'm going to
Mhm.
say. Yeah.
And most good Muslim women do what? Handling all the bills. Yes.
Eh?
Because Sandy says she's not of the opinion that a man should handle all the bills.
So it's already saying
So
that
Freddy
Muslim
says,
women handle
Sandy,
the
then
bills.
give your money to him. Give your money to him. Sandy, most good Muslim women do. Most good. You mean handing money over to the husband?
Hmm.
Do you have to hand the money over to him to use the money in the house? That handing over is my problem, actually. But again,
You don't.
what do I know? What do I
I think that you
know?
can do. I feel like you can just do it. For me, you can just do. If you want to assist, you can just assist. You don't need to say I'm sending you the except I'm getting you wrong or
If
if
you
if
want
you're
to
trying
assist,
to
you should assist. Sef. It's not be if you want to.
yeah,
You
that's what I'm
should assist.
saying. No, I'm saying
Mhm.
like so I'm taking it from the context of maybe the man lost his job. Maybe he really doesn't have funds at the moment. You don't need to be sending him the money to say, oh yeah, just do it. That's what I mean. Like just do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Thank you. Who's there's a Zez, yes, Zez Graham. Hello, enjoying the stream. Keep it up. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you,
Thank you so
Fred. I
much,
can give
sis.
him all my money if life happens. But my point is, he should be responsible and
And
hardworking.
hard work. That's it. Very important.
So the part of giving him all the money, I agree with that part because if this person isn't maybe in the aspect of where he lost his job now, say if he lost his
Mhm.
job and you are the one catching now, you can give him all the money. It's okay. I've just to make him still
Yeah, of
have that
course.
responsibility
Yeah.
position. Give him. What I'm saying, giving him the money is the problem. Is he's earning, you are earning, and you want to support. You will not give him. I want to support. Take no support. You should
No,
see your
just
support.
do it.
You should feel
Yeah.
your support. Just do it.
Yeah.
But in the
Yeah.
case that he lost his job and you still want him to handle the runnings of the home, you can give him okay.
Mm.
And this month's
Mhm.
salary has come up. Okay, disburse
Mhm.
it, and a good man will say back and just because ideally in most cases, it's still the woman that handles the runnings of the home now. The money he gives, it's
Mhm.
money that still so yeah, but just to
Exactly.
make him feel good and feel love. Um Oma says love is not flirting. Love is sacrificial. We allow so much of third party
Third
opinion
party
when laying
opinion.
our
Our
relationship
relationship
foundation.
foundations.
Whether the man
Whether the
or
man
woman makes more money should not even
should
be
not
it.
even be an issue. Word.
Mm.
Word. Word.
Frederick says the first 6 months of marriage is heavenly, especially the first few nights.
Frederick, really?
It's
Is that what we're talking about?
Frederick.
Wahala, wahala, wahala.
Frederick is fantasizing. Fred, wetin reach so? It's
As
quite
in
unfortunate that these days weddings are prioritized over marriage.
marriage, yeah,
Wait, let me
yeah.
tell you something I heard recently. I don't have an opinion about it fully. This lady
Mm-hmm.
was Mildred Okonkwo was saying that
Mm-hmm.
when she goes to weddings these days, she's amazed. And you know the excitement in the couples. Of course, you
Yeah,
two are part of.
yeah,
I'm an example. We're always
yeah.
excited, but that's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
The excitement, the she said
Mm-hmm.
the more is when they now
Mm-hmm.
ask them. I don't even know pastors that some pastors give them the opportunity to say, okay, do you want us to use the normal vow for you, or you have your own vows? She said any
Yeah.
wedding she goes and the couple say they have their own vows, she just feel like this. You don't even know.
You don't, I swear. I swear to God.
And I'm like, why is she thinking like that? Because I don't think it's coming from the angle of it's bad that you have your own vows.
Mm-hmm.
But she means that it has to take over excitement
Mm-hmm.
without knowing what the real deal to think that
Yeah.
you're bringing your own vow would make
Yeah.
anything better.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Better.
I
True.
laugh,
True.
I
True.
laugh, I
True.
laugh.
True.
Like
True. 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 I
okay.
get that.
What did I miss? Katrina! Katrina is in the house. Good evening. Welcome, welcome,
Hello,
welcome, welcome, welcome.
Katrina.
We're talking about
Welcome.
we're talking about some mindsets that keep women from love or that women exhibit in relationships that are not really good. Very powerful points you all are raising. Thank you,
Thank you so
Michael.
much,
Thank you. As much
Michael.
as you pray for direction, you should know that you should know that even the Bible says wisdom is profitable for
To
direction.
direct.
Examine
Yeah.
the relationship thoroughly on a daily basis because you will be in a solo relationship.
Relationship.
Mm.
True. You know, somebody asked me
But
once.
that,
He said, if you were to choose one of the um the gifts or fruits of the spirit, speaking in tongues, yada yada yada. I'm like, I would pray for the gift of wisdom because you also need wisdom to be able to act on those gifts. Do you understand? So for me, that wisdom is something that we need to pray for on a daily basis. That wisdom.
hmm,
Because naturally, as a woman, sometimes you may want to act based on your emotions. You may want to act based on how would this man do such a thing? Is this man,
mhm.
especially when you know that you could have done that thing better. But that gift of wisdom is gold. It's gold. It's gold. It is gold.
But is that
Sandy
how it
says,
should be, Fred? Okay,
mhm.
read, Faye, read.
But is that how it should be, Fred? So after the first few nights, it's different. Wow. I have a lot of learning to do. Didi, you're crazy. Sandy says Katrina Mama, Katrina, Sandy so. Oh wow, Fred. Louisa, is that so? Louisa, is that
It's
so?
not so. Don't mind Fred. That's why I say it's fantasizing. It's not
You
so.
know, when people say the honeymoon stage of the marriage can continue even 5, 10, 15 years, as long as both of you are intentional about it. It doesn't need to end. As I said, you show up every day. The same way,
Is it, rea-
if
is it realistic faith for honeymoon phase to last forever?
I'm not saying it has to be on a daily
Don't
basis,
forget
but
that
I'm
there's a
just
reason
saying.
why it's called honeymoon phase.
So get me right. Some people right now are married, but they are married as friends. They're just living as housemates. Do you get? I'm not saying it has to be every day. The butterflies, fireworks. It can't be every day. But that intention, you know, they say men are natural chase. They will chase. When you get that woman, you also need to be intentional enough to keep chasing her. You can't stop doing those things. If you take her out every
Keep
Friday,
the
dinner
spark
date.
alive.
Yes. It doesn't need to be every day, but she knows that this man will have something up his sleeve. So she's looking forward to what next you have for you both or for her. That's what I mean. Though. Don't just be complacent and feel, because I already have him, I don't need to show up. I don't need to do anything. No, 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 no. You need to keep the spark alive. So that's it.
So Katrina is saying, are we talking about marriages in general? No, Katrina, we're not talking
No,
about
not
marriage at all.
marriages, relationships.
We're talking about some
Relationships in
mindset that
general.
people have, and we listed like 3 or 4 of them already. The mindset that a lady will have that is not really right for a relationship. Mindset like the guy should know what is in your mind. You should always know. You don't want to be telling him. It's an addiction to know. It's a wrong mindset that we think people should take. The mindset of all men are the same. Very wrong mindset. Say which other one did we mention?
Um,
Um,
um, um, please wait, hold on. And I jotted a few things here. Um,
Catching flights and not feeling.
Catching flights and all feelings, yes.
There, there's one you said I wasn't expecting it. What was that one?
Um, Posting relationship online.
Okay.
Not posting
Posting.
relationship online is a sign that the person does not love you. That one,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh. So Michael says, you read that in my voice, did you? Yes, I know you. I know you did it to an extent. I think if both parties recognize the roles within the marriage, everything will fall into place. And it is love which defines all this, not just in saying but in practicality. Yes, yes. And as we mentioned earlier, there really is no manual. It's the manual that you, Michael, and your partner will create that would help your relationship thrive. You know,
Hmm. Their
that's it.
roles. Recognizing that's very powerful. Recognize your
Yes,
role. I have issue with people that don't
recognize.
know their role. You want to do a man's work. Why? Man, you want to do but do you know that it's not even a man's thing to want to do a woman's. It's we women that want to compete with men, want to do what a man does, want to be the head of the home, want to
If a man can do it, I
wait
can do it
there.
better. If a
The
man
man
can do
can
it, I can do it better.
what a man
Yes.
can do better. That thing is also out of jealousy.
It's
Do you
yeah.
know that thing is out of
Do you
wrong
know that
also?
thing has even been
Because
taken
that
out of
statement is not
context? Yeah. Hello, Mandy. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Mandy. Katrina says, well, speaking on that, communication and understanding is key to a successful marriage. Yeah, those are very important. Mandy says, Sandy of the Most
demanding.
High, where have you been, Sandy? Bible even says you can have faith to move mountains, but without love, you're nothing. So choose love overall, even over wisdom. I think that, how do I say this? You know, one thing I always say, Louisa, is that God is love. And when you say that God is love, you're looking at what does that love in God represent? So these other things that we so speak of are still part of love.
They will follow
I don't think,
automatically.
do you understand? They cannot be apart. If you say you love somebody, there are some things that will just naturally have to fall in place. You will not be forced to do. So love is not just I love you. I can tell anybody I love. And that word has been misused. Let's be honest about it. That word has been bastardized. A lot of people do not even understand what love is. And I say something, I'm going to say it again. Once you understand that God is love. Once a man or a woman fears God and loves God, gold. It be gold.
Automatic wisdom. Sef. You have automatic
It
wisdom.
be gold. Yes, it be gold. That's it.
Is it
Posting the
resell or
relationship
what?
for clout. Resell, yeah. I think it's typing in Arabic. I don't know, or something. I don't know what that is. Katrina says posting the relationship for clouds. There's so much to say about that. Some people do that for clouds, though. Let's be honest. Some people actually do that for cloud. The import coach. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining the live
The import
stream.
code. That's my friend. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Faye, continue.
Most beautiful Mandy. Then we go put small thing for my head. Now ask.
Wise.
Didi. Frederick says women compete with everything and everyone, including themselves. That Fred, you have a point. You have a point when it comes. I know that.
Did Sandy really mean this thing? Literally, Faye. Did you read that Sandy's comment again? Like, is she whining or she really means it? Because
I'm
Sandy,
not.
Sandy's.
No, I can't. I'm not. Even if I want to ask certain
I'm not
questions, it will
taking me
not be
for
on.
it, Abby.
It won't. It will never be. It won't be on YouTube. It
Because
won't be on
Sandy
that.
don't look like we will say this thing online again, but I digress.
Ah, women compete. Yeah, Frederick, I totally
Be like
agree,
me, oh.
and I think most times, again, it's the mindset shift. We can all be beautiful in our own ways. We don't need to see each other as
Women compete with
competitors.
everything and everyone,
We don't need
including
to see
themselves.
like we we should understand that we can all thrive. The sky is big enough, it's wide enough. No one is your competitor except yourself, except who you were yesterday or last month or last 2 months. So that idea of I'm trying to compete, look at what she was, look at where she's living, look at it's just unnecessary headache, unnecessary pressure. Um, most people post because they enjoy doing that. Yes, that's another point. Mandy says, Sandy dancing. Sandy, I'm happy for you. Okay. Louisa. Exactly, Didi. I love you is something don't really say because people misuse it a lot. Yes. You're right, Sandy. Mandy Abego. Frederick says a righteous woman is the greatest wealth for a man on earth. Okay, Frederick. Frederick be dropping some things. That's what I've been studying lately in scripture. Love. And this concept is so deep. Hey, way to go, Michael. Well done. Sandy, yes, Sandy the wine. I don't know. I agree, Faith. The guy I'm with makes me naturally submit. That speaks volumes for me. When I was married, I had to wear the dress and pants in the relationship. I was the breadwinner. I can relate to that, Katrina. I can relate to that a lot, a lot. And I'm glad you pulled
This is
yourself
what I
out of
always
that.
say. Submission is not hard if you are the right person. You submit without even knowing.
Naturally. The man
Hmm.
doesn't even need to do much. You don't need to do much. That's a lot of times when I hear some people say or men say, you guys are just complicated witches or yada yada. I'm like, if you understand that for a sensible lady, it's simply the barest minimum you need to do. Just what you're supposed to do, just do it. Just and you just see it, you will see it flow. You don't need to compete to win a heart. Naturally, it would flow. Naturally. I see Sandy's comments. Odogo silencer is Katrina. Exactly. You have silenced the noise.
So I
I,
no
sh-
go submit.
I should have paid more attention to the red flags. Yes. Sandy, you now know. You know now. Michael says, even God loved the world,
No,
but
no.
he did some action to demonstrate that love. Yes, that he gave his only begotten son. So if you love someone, you sacrifice. Come on now. Okay, okay,
Preach it, brother.
Michael. Okay.
Oh my God.
Mandy says, Sandy. Sandy says, I love it for you, Katrina. I can attest to that. Hallelujah, somebody. The submission is not hard when you're with the right person. Yes, 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 yes. Sandy says, Odogu Parara humbled my Katrina. God, I beg. God, I
You
beg.
just do
Oh,
comment. Sandy says, I whine for a living, Mandy. And
oh
Katrina
okay.
says, I've never felt like this. I'm so happy for you, Katrina, and I just feel that
Oh,
this
wow.
will be
That's
permanent. Like,
beautiful.
Keep
That's beautiful,
doing.
Katrina. That is so beautiful.
That's the thing.
We're happy for you. We're happy for you.
Faye,
So
I don't
yeah.
need a man. I'm strong alone.
Again, I think I've already established that is just coming from a place of being
You said
defensive.
something related to that now. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
something now.
Yeah,
Then
like
my
it
problem
just
is when people that want to go into relationships are saying this. That's where my problem is. You don't demand, don't date. Just date. Which one? Jonathan.
and that is the funny thing. People who say this are actively searching for relationships. Deep
They
down.
are searching.
But they
They've
will
just not found. They
package
are
it
looking for a consolation.
exactly. Exact consolation is the word. They want to be in that relationship, but maybe it's in a way to act like I don't care, I'm complete. You now start saying things. And here we need to be careful because this tongue, there's power in there. There is power. So we need to be very watchful of the kind of things we say. I want to be in I want to be in a relationship. I want to get married to a man who loves God, who fears God. These are the kind of things you need to say, not things like I don't want to be in a relationship, I don't need a man. So who do you now need? You
You
need
need a
yourself
man.
and
That's
God.
even if you don't even need a man for marriage. You need see. You need a man in your life. Two are better than one.
We
So even if
cannot
it's
we
not for
cannot
marriage,
we cannot um, all I can say is
God I beg you. I beg you.
um,
I beg
I,
you.
I beg you. I beg you. Alma says genuinely loving someone can totally transform the person's mindset. And then, if the love is accepted, then both parties will always be eager to give than to receive. Love isn't boastful, love is a seed. Yes. I mentioned something today that Louisa was on a live stream with her mom. I said, the goal is to outlove each other. It is not a competition of who loves who more. When you're in love, it's like sacrificial love, it's like agape love. We strive to practice that kind of love on a daily basis. So it's not about I don't want to show that I love him too much. I don't want to give too much. Oh, she'll now feel like I love her too much. Oh, she'll now feel like I love him too much. Nah. If you love, you love. Oh, you love. Just don't overthink it. Position yourself. Ask for wisdom. Open your eyes to see the red flags. Know when to walk away. But especially in marriage, just give it up. It's sacrificial. That's really it. Lisa, I can read the comments from Sandy.
Hey, where did you stop?
Hope with Sandy. I need a man. Oh.
I need a man, Biko. I need a man, no. I don't hide Biko. I need an Odogu in my life. Sandy, you need man or you need money? Which one?
It's what
Then it
Sandy
was
needs.
well. I don't need them. Okay, Katrina said then it was well. I don't need them at all because there are
Because there are
batteries.
batteries, but I was wrong.
But I was,
That's growth. That's
mm,
growth. It's growth to realize that once upon a time I was
yeah.
wrong.
Sandy, men day, men day, men day, men day.
My dear.
Because I have a younger brother asking for my neighbor, do that's really the fine. When you read the Bible, you'll begin to understand it's the perfect love story and manual. Note how we love God first. We learn about submission to Him, listening, trust on Him.
Learning to trust on him. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
Fred, part one, come my side. People know. All I'm
Sandy,
feeling is my
you're
man,
not
my
looking for what to
man,
talk.
my man.
All I'm scrolling is my
Wow.
man, my man, my man. It makes me
Hey,
pull more to God
Katrina,
than
God,
anyone.
when no.
Wow. Okay, girl. This man is hitting the right buttons. What? What? Katrina? Okay now. I love the sound of this. I love it. I love it. My man, my man, my man. It means things. Wow.
Tap, 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 tap. Thank God. I'm happy for you that it ended in sweet things. Like, thank God you didn't allow those
It
experiences
ended in
to
praise.
affect your move. Because some people just not move forward. and it's okay
Yeah.
until you heal.
Yeah.
Don't now use your experience to now change every other person's mindset. That's where all those ones are coming from. All this feminist. That feminist thing, people
Mm-hmm.
haven't changed the real meaning of that thing. So now people are saying I'm not feminist, not because they really don't want to be, because the word has been misused. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 Katrina, amazing. Sandy says, Didi, Katrina is always making me jealous. I need a man. No, I'm not a brick, please. I mean, I am not a stone, Didi. I am not a stone. I am not a log. I have blood
No.
flowing through my veins. I need a man, a bloody man.
Bloody man. No, not be bloody. And what type one? Um,
I need a bloody
what
man,
about what
Didi.
about ladies that say if he loves me, he'll wait forever?
As what?
So let me join two mindsets here. One is
As
I
what?
have to play hard to get. So most times the word that follows this I have to play hard to get is that if he loves me, he will wait for me. If you love me, you will wait for me. Eh, eh. So what do you have to say about that?
So honestly, right? We say that men should chase, but I think that when you even say that a man is chasing you and genuinely likes you, just have sense. You don't need to complicate things any further. I don't know this the motive behind you saying he will wait for you. Wait for you? Why? Why should he wait for you? Is it like you're still trying to? Is it like you're still healing? Is it like you're still trying to figure out if you want to choose him or choose another person? Is it that you don't like him enough and you are saying okay, maybe you will grow to like him? My question is, what is the motive behind you saying that? Because which one is if you love me, you go wait for me? Long suffering is not. Long suffering is long suffering is not crucial. It's not. I don't like it's like a man coming to meet you right now and he's telling you if telling you as a lady, if you love him, you wait for him. Will you wait? Will you wait if you are the lady? If a man says if you love him, you wait for him. That's the question you should ask yourself. So as you're telling the man, if
Hmm.
you love me, you will wait for me. Ask yourself, if this man came to meet me and he says if I love him, I will wait for him, will I be able to do that? Sometimes let's not just spill things. If you cannot do it, why are you asking another person to do it? Again, what's the motive behind you saying it?
The play hard self is something wrong. Like the play hard, is it to play why you play hard? What's the purpose of playing hard? They will say they don't want
Honestly,
to seem cheap. So what's the
yeah,
definition of playing hard and for how long? How
exactly.
does that make you seem cheap? Especially this one, when and it will now be an error for a lady that is the one positioning you like a guy you have been positioning. Now comes the play hard. You
Mm-hmm.
will meet. I can see famous. Yeah, famous. I've missed you. It's been a long time, famous, but again, so good to see you, famous. Thank you so much for coming. Special ability.
No,
Wow, thank you
Didi, Didi,
so
Didi,
much.
Didi.
Good
We're still
evening.
digging. We're still actively digging, please.
Good
I've
evening,
not
ma.
stopped
Thank you
digging.
for coming.
I've not stopped digging, Sandy. Didi, we're still active
Famous, where
diggers.
you enter? I'm still actively digging.
Yes.
Kelly say I need a woman. Kelly, men always need women. It's women that becoming I don't need a man. I don't need a man. You need a man. Stop for me.
Okay, Michael
You need
said
a
something.
man.
Michael said, so it's not about us creating our own manual within marriage, but following the one and only manual which works. Because without the correct framework of because of love, the marriage would suffer trouble. So when we say creating manuals, right? The way you want your family to, there are certain things that may come up. I don't know if you were here earlier, somebody losing their job, the other person having to work because they're still in work or in job, are just trying to develop a framework to see how the family will not be dysfunctioned by maybe the man losing his job and the woman having to go for a 9 to 5. So it's not necessarily saying that the Bible is complete by saying, hey, the man is a provider, the woman is supposed to build the home. But when life happens, how do you make life not happen to you in such a way that the family suffers for it? That's what we're talking about as the manual. So just so you don't mix what we're saying up, Michael. Kelly says, I need a woman. Kelly, it's so easy for you to get a woman because you sing about love. The woman
Just
will
be singing those your songs.
flocking,
Just
flood.
be singing those your
Do you
songs.
understand? It's like, do you understand? Kelly will not
Kelly,
be born special
you don't even
ability.
have your Kelly doesn't even have his number, his email in his bio. Doesn't have any information. So all those women that like him, how would they come? In the woman.
I feel like once he has that, he won't be able to control it. So I just feel so.
You're not supposed to put your number there and email, but again.
Yeah.
You need to have
Hello,
an email
special
there because some women
ability.
want to reach out to him after hearing their his nice music now. So no email
Mm-hmm.
there, Kelly. No email. Like I don't understand. Official email.
Kelly says, scratch that. I need women. Abego. Kelly. Women.
Nah, I beg.
At least I know something, Katrina. You deserve all the love. Amen. Being in
Yeah.
abusive relationships, but God did. God pulled you out of that and gave you what you truly
Thank God
deserved.
for you.
Frederick says, Sandy, Allah said in the
Mama
Quran
special.
that He has created us in pairs. Be patient. God's time is the best. Frederick, so for one, Sandy whines for a living, so don't even take her serious at all.
Follow Sandy. Follow as Azubu said, don't mind
Ah,
Sandy. Follow her, you enter bush.
I swear, Sandy whines for a living. Oh, do not be deceived. Kelly Baby Heart, you want to follow after Solomon? Ah. Hello, famous. How are you doing? Thank you so much, Fred. Wait for what, Kwan? Kelly Baby Heart. If it didn't work out well for the wisest man to ever live, you might want to rethink again. I'm telling you. um, Didi, we shall remain no, shall remain digging diamonds. I understand you, Faye. Yeah. Leave Kelly or is in love. I definitely believe in getting counseling before marriage as well. I don't want my past to affect my new union. And you know the thing about counseling, Louisa. You know, I think I've mentioned it sometime. Some of these churches that the pastors will be the counselors. We need to erase that thing. Let intending couples go to certified marriage counselors. Certified marriage. Not some people that just carry one book that they wrote 20, 30 years ago and just be reading to you verbatim. We need practicality. We need people who have gone to study these things, not just reading and telling you to write it down. We need certified counselors, certified marriage counselors. You know, it's very important. It's very important.
I think, yeah, I agree with you. There's a balance. So I know of churches that their counselors are certified. They don't
Yeah,
just
that's what
no,
I'm saying. That's
they don't just put you in a counseling position because
some
you're a
people is
pastor.
the
No,
pastor of the church and the wife that is to
you are
counsel.
certified. But there's a balance also because there are some counselors that are not giving good
Christians.
counsel. So, for instance, you go to a counselor because somebody has said that I heard one person saying that a counselor told him, I think they had maybe sex issues in their home or something, and the counselor that he went to meet told them to
Mhm.
go be watching porn. That's a bad counsel. So that's a counselor now. So there's a
Mhm.
balance too. You want a counselor good, but a godly counselor that will counsel you in the right way, not the one that will tell you to go and be watching porn.
Mhm.
I hope they will not
No,
give me
of course. Like
X
for
for
instance,
this.
if you're getting counseled in the church, I think the church itself will be. If you're not even in the church, you yourself will need to make your own findings. It's not every therapist you go to. If you have a session with a therapist and you see that the person is just yarning dust, you won't want to go back there now. So even based on your values and principles, you should know who and what you're looking out for in terms of counseling. So it's not just
Very
anybody.
important.
Yeah. Um these guys are having fun on the chats and I'm not going to read whatever it is because I'm seeing some funny looking things on the chats, Louisa. Except you want to
Really?
read. Yes.
Where
Kelly
did you
has
stop?
something. No, you can feed your eyes. I can see what famous is typing about Kelly. I'm not reading that.
I definitely believe in getting counseling before marriage as well. I don't want my past to affect my new union. You're right, Katrina. Any woman that loves me should please contact my lawyer. Your lawyer's contact is in your
In your bio.
Kelly, take your time. Any woman that loves me, okay, Kelly Biash. Okay, this is what you are when you pay.
Mm-hmm.
Famous is not Joe. Sandy is backing
Yeah.
Kelly up for one. Okay,
Yeah.
Kelly and your mom. Okay, they should Frederick is saying the person should contact your lawyer and your mom. You can't love more than one woman simultaneously. Michael, tell them I'm Kelly's manager, guys. Wala wala. Your contact is not there. EZWS, we are not ready for. Okay, Michael, we're not ready for that conversation, please. Not being able to love two people at the same time, Abby. Yes, fail.
It's stress. It's stress.
Some people are scared
I
and traumatized. Oh, do you want to say something?
no, I said loving two people at the same time. I don't think it's even possible. It's not. Let's be honest with ourselves.
People don't know what love is again anymore.
They don't. They
So
don't.
which love are you saying? Are you talking about the filial love? Are you talking about the eros love, the storge love? You can't eros two people at the same time. Eros. Beg. I beg. Some people are scared and traumatized, so they are scared of facing their fears, and that's why most times they project the placard. I don't need a man or woman. A lot of people need to kill. Seriously, am I still here? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Very true.
Certified indeed,
Very,
a
very.
non-biased party. True,
Yes, you got that right.
true.
You got that right.
I think woman, if I want to do therapy, thank God the day we have therapists in church. If I want to do therapy, I don't want a church therapist, like a therapy in my church. Not really. I'm not against going outside to get counsel. Yes, go, but be sure that they're going to counsel you in the right way, not averse what you already believe in. Come and write on my kill before starting all over again. It helps a lot. Don't come and stress me. I can't be saying sorry 100
I know, right?
Sorry now. Sorry now. Sorry now. Sorry for
I
one thing
swear.
10 times. No. Never.
Sandy, heavy on the sorry.
Counseling from
Right.
churches and mosques isn't the Bible. Isn't the Bible and Quran available? I don't understand. Counseling from churches and mosques isn't the Bible and Quran available? The Bible and Quran will not counsel you in that way now. So you need
Why
counsel.
did you go to school? Why did you earn a degree? It's like the same thing.
Quintuplet.
You went to school to earn a degree,
Quintuplet.
so you're going for counseling because it's needed for the marriage you're about to embark on. It's just like you going to study for something. That's how you should say it. There are books. There are books that we were given to read in school, but we also learned under a teacher under a tutor. So it's the same thing about even if you
We
get
have
books.
Bible. We have Bible. We still go to church. Why do we go?
You understand?
And
So
pastors teach you are like,
even if
wow.
there are
But you have
books,
Bible.
even if there are books, you are still going to school. Even if there's a Bible, you're still learning under your pastor. So yeah. Michael says, Frederick says, family fun Sunday blessings. Michael says, it's not stressful. It's downright impossible. Anything other than that is just corrupted love. Is lost, exactly. Two people is just lost. It seems I came late. You came right in time, but I'm sure we'll be wrapping up by. Lisa, it's already past 9.
Quintuplet family
How are you
fun. How
wrapping
are
up?
you doing? How was your last
It's,
stream? I saw your stream. That was beautiful. Like I was so happy.
well, she did a rich stream. I
You
missed
did a
it
rich
too.
stream of our 5 children. You need to see Views face. This woman.
Oh
Build
wow.
on it, oh. Build on it.
Oh wow,
Like
congratulations.
just on school uniform. Just dress them. I was saying, oh, carry your book. And people were watching and I'm like,
Oh, that's good.
Manzi, people like to see those kind of things.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Kelly says the
Very
lady I loved
clearly
hurt
stepping.
the lady I loved hurt me so bad, and right now I'm scared of commitment. I don't want to go through that feeling ever again. My heart can't take that damage one more time. Have
So
you
that's why you
healed?
want a lady to love you. Is that what you're saying, Kelly?
Have
Is
you
that why you
healed?
want a lady to love you
My
instead, not you
question to
love you?
Kelly is: Has he healed? 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 Because at the end of the day,
Famous say he needs voice note. He needs to use voice note that he can't type. Imagine Famous sending voice note now, we'll laugh tire. Because I can imagine
yeah,
that he wants to use what it means what he wants to type then. Oh heavy.
I think it's
Yeah.
important for you to heal, Kelly. Sometimes we don't have control over how people get to handle or love us or like us. Sometimes we don't always get what we want. It does happen. I think the first realization is, hey, I love this person, how we ended. I think it also has to do with some form of self-reflection, but not blame shifting, right? Because whatever you put into that relationship at that point was based off what you knew how to do then. And do some self-reflection. Also ask yourself the tough questions. What went wrong? How did I contribute to it? Is this something that I could have worked on? Okay, is this something that I can work on moving forward? See, Kelly, Louisa has videos on moving on. I also have videos on moving on. I don't want to dwell so much on it, but at the end of the day, there are some things that you don't have control over. People will hurt you. Friendships, some friendships have not lasted. I've had a friendship heartbreak, if for lack of better words, but I've moved on with my life because I'm not going to allow anything control my future. Whatever has happened now cannot control what my future is going to be like. So at the end of the day, it has happened and life goes on. But most importantly, you need to heal and have a mindset shift that love will still find you. You will still find love. And it will be beautiful. It will be wonderful. It's something that you commit to. You would outlove each other. You would wake up in the morning and you want to hear the person's voice. Ah! God, I beg. Sorry. I'm here, Louisa. God, I beg.
What happened? You did well now.
That's it. My head is going somewhere else. But okay.
Come back. Bring it back here.
Hey, wait! Sorry, oh.
I beg you.
Whew. Okay.
Read comment. Bring your head back. Read
No, I
comment.
cannot read. Lisa, please read.
Somebody is distracting Faith there. Ah,
Nobody is distracting me.
so Kelly, please go. Open your heart to love again. You're a lover guy. You're a lover boy. Open your heart to love
He
again.
sings about love, so it's so
That
obvious.
love needs to be expressed. You can't just pack for that love. It's just I know you need to express. It's too much for you to just
Yeah.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, Katrina, I'm
Mm-mm.
just gonna be like, do you care for the love? So Sandy, if somebody's in a situation where you're always saying sorry, you just say, do you care for the love?
Oh, I
Ice
took for
cream.
the love friends. Love
Because
friend for ice cream. Sandy,
because
really?
I don't always know what to do in such situations. Wow. Famous, so type now. Say you don't have power for typing. Right, we are not mind readers. We should not be tiptoeing in eggshells around each other. Exactly. Famous,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. Thanks, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
don't let that discourage you. I never thought I would fall in love again, but here I am. We all have been there. We all have been there. I never thought I would get a good man again, but I did even better. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
always think that way.
Mm-hmm.
A Kelly heart, that's what heartbreak does. Hence why we need
Yeah.
to heal by letting God mend our hearts. Thank you for that, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loved, Kelly. You guys should do this often. It's great and educative. Thank you, Oma. Thank you.
Thank you so
It's
much,
not easy,
Mama.
but I thank God. So,
Yeah.
quintuplets, as you are still getting views now, you have to maintain it. Don't pause so that those same people,
Yeah.
if you pause for a
Keep
while
up with the
again,
momentum.
you might not get that. You might
Yeah.
not get that
Yeah.
same number. Me too, famous. I want to talk. I want to talk. Sandy, let's do the. When are we doing the stream yard now, Sandy? So everybody will be here. All of us will be talking that day. But I was a child when I went to school, and the lecturer ultimately directed me to books to read. Thank you. I was going to say that, Fred. I'm an adult and I know where to search for my well-being. So, even in the
See,
books,
what
you
do you know?
still
Do you know
need.
one thing? Do you know one thing I've realized about Frederick? Frederick can be very stern in his ways. So most times I don't like to impose my opinion on him. So Frederick, I hear you and I respect it. So that's fine. If you feel like you can get your your thing from the books, that's fine. But for someone like me, I still need
It's possible you
um
can get your things from the book. It's good. It's true. When we're talking about counseling and therapy, no book
feels
can
like you
help
can
you
get it from
out of
books.
therapy.
It feels like you
No,
can get it from books. So if that's
therapy.
what he feels, yeah. If
Therapy.
that's what he
You have
feels,
not seen the
then
biggest of nerds go for therapy.
mm,
Because what therapy
mm,
does for you, I've not had a therapy session. I'm looking forward to it. But I've not had any. But when you hear people that have gone to therapy talk, the therapist is just asking you questions. So when you
Yeah.
tell them what is like your issues, they're asking you questions. What are they looking for? Here it all started, and you will never
Yes.
even think about it. You will not
Mm-hmm.
even know that it was one time when you were 8 years old or 7 years
It
old.
comes
And
from
so,
most times it's like from our childhood. That's actually the bitter truth. Most
mhm.
time is from the child
So
from
it's
our
not
childhood.
you can't converse with your book. The book you are reading is most times talking to you, but you can't respond and get a response exactly from the book. So it's
Yeah.
different from one on one.
Yeah.
But still, it's advisable to choose who you still go to because again, not everybody can counsel you. A
Mm-hmm.
heartbreak is not a small thing. It affects our soul. It's spiritual. Mm. Chai, make we gather arrange one babe give Kelly. The thing is that with this kind of Kelly, he needs to love the person for himself. What if he doesn't? We give him somebody and the person doesn't. He doesn't feel the person. He has respect now. Last, he has what he wants in a woman. So I don't believe in all those arranging,
Mm-hmm.
sha, but again, it's not the
Yeah.
Kelly will not break that person's heart because all this song will not be meaningful for that person because he will not just go and look for somebody
True.
and go and love them. That is exactly how I feel. Faye, God help me. You are helped by God,
Mm.
Katrina.
You're helped though. You are definitely helped.
Or should I bat? Sandy Wamba. What a collab. I got to
Help
go.
me
Enjoy
ask
the
go.
season. See ya, beautiful people. Thank you, Fred. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's
Mm.
plan for next week.
Mm.
Please, let's do. But do you have access
Mm.
to StreamYard already? Fred, have a good one, bro. Please, oh, famous must be there. Famous must be there. Famous is not women. No, we need at least two men there. So, yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Kelly already doing justice to the pie in between someone's thighs. They way, don't mind him about to get to fall in. Um, famous is
Famous
saying
God
that
forgive you.
Kelly is whining us here. He's just whining. He might
Famous
be in
God
love. And
forgive you.
the thing
God
that people
forgive
are
you.
catching cruise really sometimes not really believe what they are saying, and I understand what famous is saying.
Mm.
What's that? Famous child. Some therapies be useless. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even every
Oh
therapist that
yes,
you
of
need to.
course.
High
Of
qua.
course. Absolutely.
I understand. Hence, I'm taking caution. Yet, there's this person that has captured my heart, and I honestly don't know what I'm doing. She broke down my defense like it was nothing. Yet, I love it. Sandy. This is Sandy Kelly talking about. Sandy, why did you break his defense? Love plenty for now, but you. Take care, friends. Famous. Kelly is laughing. Mike is laughing. Kelly, was it Sandy that broke your defense? Sandy, the person you're talking about. I know you're not talking about because famous is here.
Wahala, wahala, wahala.
You don't honestly don't know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. If I know what you're doing, no, no.
Mm.
It's good. I'm actually enjoying the things you gave me, Faith. The forever.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But I mean, anyway, what Kelly said just made me remember that guy. Because I was thinking at some point,
Oh,
it looked like I
okay.
didn't know what he wanted. And it was annoying me. Just wanted woman up and down.
Yeah.
Oga.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
True.
let's leave
True.
movies. Let's leave movies. We're not here for movies. What else? What
I'm
else? We have gone
scared.
over 2 hours, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kelly
what
says I'm
is
scared of falling in love. I never said I was scared to have a piece of that cake. Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you people. I am done with you guys. I am done with you guys. I'm done with you guys. I am done with you
You're
guys.
getting piece of cake without being in love. You need Egba. You need cake.
Crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
Sandy say you never
And
know what
Sandy
you want.
says, I'll talk to Famous privately about the stream as well.
Please
Okay,
do
that's
Sandy and
fine.
let us know. And so that we plan, let's know like at least 3 days before the time so that we are prepared, like ginger.
Yeah,
Hey, it's
yeah,
gonna be nice. It's going to be nice.
yeah. Okay, Louisa, are we still
It
on?
was a nice
Kelly's a
time
finished
here. I
strand.
really enjoyed this
Katrina,
one.
Sandy says,
I beg you, thank
oh
you.
my God, I beg, guys, please, I beg people. Jesus, oh God, I beg, oh God, I beg,
Me
I'm
and Faith
kidding
should
up.
plan it too. Yo, me and Faith should plan it. In what aspect, Sandy? Like planning what will happen.
No,
If
like the
but
stream,
you are
like
the
maybe
host,
like a
you
day.
host it and invite us. Eh?
I said maybe like a day. But who is hosting? That's the thing.
It's not
Who is
Sandy.
going to host?
It's true. Sandy has a guy she wants to come also. Sandy Martins, Abi. Is it Martins? There's one somebody who wanted to also be up with famous. I don't know that guy on the chat. Don't mind them, Katrina. Too much cake not good for you. Famous said it, and famous was right. Can see yourself? See yourself? Is that where the inspiration is coming from? Your songs. Is it from there or okay, fix the date. Let's fix the date now as the hot because if you say we will fix the date, probably reach out to Faye, probably reach out to Sandy. In fact,
Lisa, please read. Lisa, their comments up.
up where? Which one? Whose comment exactly? Okay, let me go. Where should I start from? I'm scared of calling it. Okay. I'll talk to someone privately about the stream. Piece of that cake, Kelly, you never know what you want. I'm dumping Sandy's comment on purpose. Yeah, and Faith should plan it too. Okay. Let's plan it now. Let's agree now. Faith, when can we do it? Next week. Say, are you a Glow ambassador? Say, are you a Glow ambassador? You are being asked. Are you a Glow ambassador? Why is
That
when
glow,
anything glow? Eh?
it's not Glow. Internet service provider. It's Glow. Face Glow.
Oh, you glowing. The glow. Yeah, she is a Glow ambassador. If it's that one. Oh, you missed the comment earlier. Somebody came and said, Louisa, always natural. Faye, always in the movies. So it means that she's always
That's for
dressed.
Frederick.
My
Frederick,
partner will
oh,
say
Frederick, go with me.
a Faye is like a picture. You know, a picture is always prep. You can't catch them on fresh. That's who Faye is. So yes, Faye is she's a glow mistress. Yeah. Sandy is another one.
You catch me on fresh show.
Sandy is another one. So on live stream, it is in your house now. So let's look forward to that live stream. The one we're having, we'll do it for next week. We'll
Louisa,
have
please,
more
can
people
we
here.
can we wrap up? And famous is turning into an non-entity. Please, I beg, let's wrap up.
Calm down. Let's not rush round up until we have solidified. We have three of us here. Calm down.
What is going on with
Let's
you?
say, when can we do the general live? I'm going out for a drink, guys. Anyway, all right.
I know that
Thank you,
I'm
Sandy.
having
Wow.
one this. I think I'm having one this week with Kirk.
I think yes, and I think Sandy also has one with who did she told me she has one with somebody.
But I'm yet to decide on the day with Captain Kirk though. So I have to decide on that first.
Should we do Sunday evening also? Sandy, should we do before you go? Should we do Sunday
I think we
evening?
can do Sunday. I think Sunday works for yeah. I think Sunday sounds good.
Let's do Sunday. Katrina, make una talk fast. So Sunday, Sunday, I'll need to buy popcorn for that day. I'm going. Oma, you should be part of us. So I'm going for a drink.
Yeah,
all right,
Oma
Sandy.
should be actually.
Famous say the inspiration comes and is in between.
That's why I said we should end this live stream because Famous is already talking things.
Oh my God.
Famous is already talking things.
Call the police here on Famous. Sunday is fine.
Police,
okay,
yeah.
Sunday it is. So let's how do you want to do this? Because we are going to be a lot. Do you want everybody to face on the flyer or just the topic and put the names of people that will be there? How do you want to do it? Because we need to also post.
We need to communicate. We need to communicate.
Okay.
So, what topics? Do we have one topic? Do we have two topics? What time? We're from different zones. So what time?
So first we need to know the people that we want, the people that are coming up.
Exactly. So all that needs to be stated first.
So how do we know that now? Because we will have a place we can all chat outside here at the same time to agree on the time. So me, you, and Sandy now can do that. They were like, okay, Sandy can relate to it's famous. Ooh, Kashina is going to come up. Yeah! Oh, that would be good.
I think Katrina should come up now. She's been in relationship
That
situations.
would be
Then I
good.
think
That would be
for
good.
Oma,
Okay,
who can
Oma too.
communicate with Oma? If Oma is on IG, Oma can send me a message or Louisa. It's the same name on IG, so that can work too. It's the
Yeah.
same name.
Okay. Please, oh, the whatever day we agree and fine tune this thing,
Mm.
it's 3 days at least before then that we will post because we need to. You see that this live stream was better than the last one because we had posted days before, so people were
Mm.
anticipating it.
We
That's
can
just
we
the
can always
expectation
agree
of
on
the
this by
company.
tomorrow. I don't think it will take time.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
All right, Sandy. Yeah, we will. We will. All right. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It was
We really do
fun.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for
Yeah.
your contribution. I want that power. Can reach for my phone. Okay, yes, that works, Sandy. That works. That works. Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
great. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Oma. Thank you, Famous.
Okay,
Thank you,
that's perfect,
Sandy. Thank
Oma.
you,
That's good too.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zed. Thank you, MK. Um, um, Power and Redemption. Special Ability.
Okay,
Everyone
Mo.
that came. Kimo was the first person here. She didn't say long ago, but yeah. Kimo and everyone.
Okimo Talata, Captain Kirk,
Yeah.
Zez Graham,
Thank you, everyone. Thank you
every other
so
person who
much for
joined.
making this live stream worth it. It was interesting, wasn't it? Yeah. So
Yeah. I
we'll see you
enjoyed
guys next week. Of course, we'll see you on our different channels, but together, like
videos.
more people next week. Look
I'm
forward
going
to
to
it.
film like this. So I'm actually going to film once I end this live stream.
When you are glowing, now you know go film. Better take advantage of the glow and film.
I don't have any video anymore. I'm out of videos. I have to film.
Now filming days is Tuesday. Tuesday is my filming days. My God's grace.
Alrighty. It has been
Thank you,
fun. Have a
Katrina.
good
Katrina,
night.
we'll see you. See you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night. Bye. Faye, thank you.